You guys like the jump scare right there? I thought that was fun. How's it going, my friends? We are here, and it is time for the FFA tournament. So we've had our 8 pods play. I think there's one pod that's just about to finish. And when those bad boys finish, we're going to be starting our event right away. So we're just hanging out right now. It's the pre-game show, as they say. Hope you're all doing well, and certainly going to be quite a bit of fun. Very excited to see the schemes, because obviously today's been a little bit more competitive, right? But the players who have qualified for the big FFA are basically just like the individuals you see playing FFA here on the stream, which I think is very, very fun. How you guys doing? Welcome, welcome. Yes, his holy visage. I am here with the mullet. The mullet's coming along. Hair's pretty long. I haven't cut it into like a true mullet yet, but we're getting to that point. How you doing, my friends? Welcome, welcome. Okay, so let me just go ahead and check in with the players real quick. We're going to get this lobby going in just a moment. So I believe we have one more lad left here to finish, yeah. And it looked like it was going to be a wonder-based game, so I will let the players know that we can go ahead and get this hosted here in just a minute. And yeah, man, really excited. So what we're going to be doing today is basically just jumping in and casting the grand finals for the event. So we're going to be getting like right into the good stuff, just like super quick, right? And then after that, we're going to be playing some like games myself. So it's going to turn into like a regular Age of Empires stream after that. But the grand finals are going to be the first thing that we do end up casting right here. Yeah. Yeah, Salami's in the event. Yeah, he is for sure. But like, it's going to be really interesting to see. I think he plays quite a bit of FFA on his stream as well. So yeah, he's got some experience, right? But like many of the folks who play FFA here are very much FFA specialists who just play it nonstop. So it'll be really interesting for sure. This FFA tournament is pretty new, at least for the stream, right? Yeah. I don't think they really happen at all in the community. This might be one of the first ones like ever. Once the hair is cut into shape, you're going to have way too much power. I know, it's true, brother. It's true. Yeah, it's going to be good. All right, right on. So let's go ahead and take a look at the tail of the tape today. So we are going to be looking at who's been playing so far. So looking on over at Challenge, unfortunately my website can't host these type of events, but we had a bunch of pods. So here you can see Kung Fu Elas, Nolosi, Rahul Duda, son of Nuln. And then in the second pod, we have Zlami, Splinter Pie, Judgin, Z, and Raka. We have Medium Rare, Please, Very Tasty, Jordan, and Mr. Bones. Lonely Wizard, Matt Boss, Big Cranny, Sleepy Lion here in the group D. Arakan, The Dude Abides, Big Bees, and Eggs here. Dayman, Super Oxide, Sneaky Walrus, and Patty. And then Agony, Teddy, Nakamura, Rising Phoenix. And we did have an additional individual put into this pod. So we changed a couple players in and out, but for the most part, you guys can find this through Discord. These are all the pods. All of the pods have been decided at this point except one. So those have been updated in the Discord, and we're going to be jumping into the final soon. So you'll be able to kind of see those folks. So that is more or less the tail of the tape. The individuals who win these pods of 4 will advance on, and there are essentially 8 pods worth of players. So the winner of each of those pods is going to be taken at home. Please tell me the cam is going to be a regular theme. Yeah, I don't know. Might be. We'll see. Eventually, I'll figure out how to put chat in that box. But for now, Wookiee's going to be like hanging out right there, and he's going to be enjoying his best life. So very cool. So let me see how that other game is going. Did we get the winner here? And some players are asking. Jean, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yep. Very cool. Yeah, people saying they had some fun battles. I wonder who's going to be winning the last pod. We're waiting on like one group right now. So what we'll do is we will grab one individual to host it. So let's go ahead and have Nolosi host it. Nolosi actually made it to the grand finals, of course. Won the FFA that we had on stream yesterday as well. So I'm going to have Nolosi go ahead and host. Okay. So Nolosi, go ahead and host the grand finals lobby. Game name, Turin FFA Grand Finals. And add and invite the other top 8. All right, cool. So, going to be announcing here the Grand Finals. So we have Judgin Z, Slami, Jean-Marie Maloud, who I probably mangled that name pretty badly, BMO 65. And you guys are going to recognize so many people from the streams, which is pretty cool. I'm very proud. I feel like we've like trained in a gauntlet together, like all these folks for FFA, and you know we're here now, which is going to be very exciting to see how they do on like the big stage. And all right, so Dayman, so good. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Losi. And who won the other one? Let's go ahead and find out. All right, perfect. Yes, I am streaming this one. All right, cool. So Pirate, yeah, Dread Pirate got a nice win as well. So just bear with me, guys. We're just getting this all set up right now. There's no live chat in the interface. Yeah, that's why, I mean, I figured that could be Wookiee's little playpen. Yeah, that's my dog there. Is the person in the corner right? Some people say I look like Benedict Cumberbatch. Oh, come on, man. Jeez. Yeah, I do want to get like an HRE costume. I think that would be actually pretty fun for sure. Okay. Okay, perfect. And then the map is gonna be max size, dry Arabia, no observed. Cool. So we'll get as many people as possible in there. And it looks like Arakan as well was able to win. All right, cool. So we got a little bit of time. So this is essentially like the pregame show, guys. We're waiting for one game to finish. You know, we can actually jump in and watch right now the last pod because I believe he's on my friends list. So we'll just jump in and see right now. So I believe it's the game that Matt Boss is playing in. Let's go ahead and double check. Yeah, it's this one right here. Guys, this game has been going forever. So this is the last match that we're waiting for to finish before the grand finals happen. So everybody else is going to be getting in the lobby right now and just getting ready for the big show. And yeah, we're just going to jump and take a look at this game. So we'll fast forward through it because I think they're over an hour into the game. So originally I was thinking that we would cast every single game. I was like, yeah, you know, I'm just going to cast every single game. But if I did that so far, I mean, I think the combined time of all of these games has been something like I don't know, like maybe like 8 hours. Like if you just stack them all up, like we've had a lot of long games, right? So this is the last one that we have going right now. So we're just gonna like turbo fast forward through this real quick, and we'll see where they are. Who is the Turin stream regular we are rooting for, dude? It's gonna be tough. Like a lot of your regular suspects are here in terms of like, you know, these big FFA champions. So this is the last pod that's going right now. I don't think it's finished. We have Big Cranny up here on the French. Down on the west we have the English. We have another English player in Westerly Salt, and then of course we have the Sleepy Lion over here on the Chinese. Who made the new interface? Oh, we've had it for a while. I just haven't used it yet. Yeah, it was made by a gentleman who I hired to make some stuff for the channel. Are you going to be casting every game and post on YouTube later? Probably not, because it would just take forever. So what I'm thinking, today is just a trial run. I'm just experimenting more so with the format to see if the players like the format and can give any feedback. What I want to do when I do an FFA tournament again is contact other streamers on like Twitch and YouTube and have each of them take a pod, and then everyone can also cast the grand finals, right? So we would have 8 streamers in total. It'd be more of like an organized event. I want to reach out to Microsoft, get like some sponsorship for it, make it like a more of a big event, and yeah, and then we would have a caster for, you know, each pod, and then that caster would eventually move on and do the grand finals. The only thing is like that's a little bit tricky for coordinating is some games. Like we had Zlami in a game today, and he won his game in like 15 minutes. His 4-man pod. He just like took the king of the hill and just won. And you know, so there's situations like that, right, where you run into you know, really dominant games. So what does that caster then do for the next hour and a half, right? So that's a little bit tricky for sure. I can click live. Yeah, can we? I clicked live. Gonna play some Dune Spice Wars? Yeah, I'm gonna be playing it soon. Evan, best RTS caster out there. Love your content. Hey, appreciate that, man. And yeah, I am looking forward to the future of Age of Empires a lot. I think it's a really, really fun game. It was really fun, Turn. Thanks for organizing. Hey, Sneaky Walrus, I'm glad you had fun. I'm thinking next time too, we could do 4 pods of 8 and take like the top 2 from each of those. That would probably be better in terms of like casters, because if we can fill 8 pods, then you know you're getting a long, good game. It'd be a little bit tricky coordinating the grand finals, but you can also do other things in between, right? Like it doesn't have to be just like that. Yeah. The 8 streamer pod solution sounds good. Yeah, I think so too. I'm just going to minimize to make sure. I'm observing the final group game. We'll add you and join the lobby. Very cool. All right, so talking to Nolosi real quick. Map for finals and delay on observers. All right, cool. Winner of last game. Like, so Nolosi's going to get it. Players can pick whatever civ they want. It's a very casual event, right? So, you know, there's a prize. There's a $50 prize, which is cool. I think it's certainly fun. Adds a little bit of stakes. But, yeah, man, I'm hyped for it. It's going to be fun. Future tournament potentially on the weekend, yes. So the only reason I'm not doing it on the weekend right now is because the Golden League is going to be going on, and I didn't want to, like, counter-program them. Not that, like, I would really take substantial numbers away from them, but I still wanted, like, players who maybe play in the Golden League to have the opportunity to play, and also you guys might want to watch Golden League instead of playing in the event, right? So I didn't want to, you know, program at the same time as them. But in the future, we will be doing these on weekends so more people can play, like Saturdays and Sundays, and I'm looking to make this a regular format because I don't really think there's too many other people, hosts at least, that do, like, big, chungus, like, FFA events and things like that. So yeah, I will be doing it. So yeah, basically in this game, the game's been going on for 1 hour and 22 minutes. For reference, Zlami's game went 15 minutes. You know, which is crazy. Aside from Dune, Warhammer 2, and AoE 4, yeah, Songs of Conquest, I'm going to be covering that very heavily. That's like it's like a Heroes of Might and Magic 3 game. And then I'll also be covering any other RTS games that come out, basically. Yeah. I'm trying to think what other games are on my radar. Yeah, Company of Heroes 3. For sure, I'll cover that. Blood Bowl 3, I'll be covering on the channel. So yeah, guys, we're still only 26 minutes in. Like, is there any way I can, like, get to the live? No, I can't. Like, I literally am fast forwarding. And the game is still going. You can see the little timer. Yeah, so Golden League is basically the biggest, like, esport, you know, platform for Age of Empires 4. They host, like, big money tournaments. They get sponsorships from Microsoft, and they do an excellent job. I cast for them sometimes. Really, really good people. And so they usually they have their big leagues going on Saturdays and Sundays right now. So I'm trying, you know, to schedule around that a little bit. But I think having some, let's see, feels bad. My second gold mine was pretty far, was it? Yeah. There's no Golden League to us. That's fair play, man. Golden League's great though, man. And I honestly recommend checking them out, the Elite Gaming channel. It's really cool. So it's like, I really like the concept of the channel. Basically, the individuals who run the Elite Gaming channel don't actually, like, they organize, but they hire casters to cast the events. So it's kind of really neat because you get to see casters from the entire community come in, and really it's kind of like this great epicenter for competitive play. So very quickly on here in this game, we saw Matt Boss come down, and he just, like, took out his English neighbor. So now we're in a very strange situation where it's like a 3-player game, and very much a potential for, like, a standoff here. I usually watch Turin play in ×2 speed, and here he comes across, like, some mad demon from the warp. Yeah. Love catching the stream live. I normally watch them after. Hey, yeah, no, this is going to be fun. And we're about to start the grand finals. This is the last pod we're waiting on. And you can see the game is still going because the timer is, like, at 1 hour and 24 minutes, so, which is insane. And last I looked, I believe the blue player here had a wonder, because I was watching this before the stream started. So let me just go ahead and minimize real quick, make sure everything's going good on the other end. And cool. All right, excellent. Perfect. So those gentlemen will get in there. Gene, please contact Nolosi. He is hosting. Perfect. So just answering some questions for some players, getting ready for the grand finals. In the meantime, we're just hanging out. Golden League does rock, man. It's great. It's great. Like, really a nice infusion of funds into the community has created an excellent competitive scene, right? Because, like, all these high-level RTS players are, you know, pulled into play because there's so much money in the Golden League events, which is great. I love it, man. I love it. No Bronze League glory today. Hey, you never know, man. And sometimes, like, some pods are much higher level than others, but for the most part, I think everybody who's made it to the top 8 so far is pretty good. I've seen a couple Platinum players. I think we have 2 Diamond players who've made it, and a fair amount of Gold, and, like, even some lower, but again, they might specialize in FFA, which is a very different beast, right? Salami is probably the highest level player we have signed up. He is you know, essentially like a pro player, and I'm really curious to see if the hordes of men, elves, and the Last Alliance will team up to try and stop him if he gets too far ahead. I'm really interested. I'm gonna start live casting the casters in Golden League, commentating on how well they're commentating and make it into a meta tournament. There you go, Carrot Shell. I like that, man. That's great. Hey, Particular Plane. How you doing, man? So we're just waiting on the last game to finish here. It looks like it's still going at 1 hour and 26 minutes. We're fast forwarding just to get to the end of it so we can, like, follow the finale here. But it's like a 3-way war. We have the French, the English, and the Chinese, and, like, they've all had this, like, dead no man's land in the middle where they're just having these, like, Royal Rumbles. This is not the grand finals. This is the last pod. We're waiting to get to the grand finals. So we're just fast forwarding through the game from a spectator perspective. because I'm only casting the grand finals today, because that could take like 2 hours in itself, and yeah, that's where all the money's on. That's where all the money's at, big money. So Radis, this isn't the actual grand finals. This is just like one of the earlier pod games. We're just fast forwarding to see how far along they are. Did you block the timer? You're not going to need to block the timer for the grand finals because I'm going to be in the log game right away. There's going to be no delay. These tournaments are fun as hell, though. Yeah, I'm glad you guys have had fun. I'm kind of experimenting with the format today. So we had 8 pods of 4, basically. So this game is just getting going. Hey, Dexter says, thanks for hosting the tourney. Was a pleasure to play and go Nolosi. He wanted me to win the pod. I was watching that game, Dexter. That looks like a really good game. Nolosi had a crazy amount of trade going on. Medium rare turn is the button next to the pause game with the square live. Yeah, I've been clicking it, see? But it just takes down the fast forward, basically. Can't wait to compete in the future. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be making this into a weekly series and trying to, because I think the Age of Empires community would really enjoy it. So I'll put a little bit more production value into it next time and get some cool graphics and all that stuff. But for now, it's just testing out the format and seeing what people like. Yeah, man, this is just a grindy battle. I'm pretty sure that blue, like, because I was watching this game earlier, I'm pretty sure that he's going to build a wonder, like, right now. Yeah. Yeah, no, Hippie, it doesn't let you jump ahead. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I wish I could just jump straight to the live. But the way that replay files typically work in these games is like, yeah, it's like fast forwarding. You guys, how many 90s children do we have here who actually went to like Blockbuster and video stores? And you remember they would like ask you to rewind the VHS before you returned it for the next person? I feel like that's what this is like. Yeah. So in the meantime, this is our last pod game before the grand finals. This is the 8th group, and they are just still battling here. I don't know. I know that blue builds a wonder here, Map Boss, but obviously they're fighting for their last spot, so there's a fair amount at stake for these guys. They all want to get to the grand finals. Chinese player with a ton of Grenadiers. And dude, I mean, if there's an answer against English men-at-arms spam, Grenadiers are probably it. And also they have all these like crazy bombards, but looking at banked resources, I know that a wonder comes up here very, very soon, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, be kind, rewind, right? Turbo bombards. Dexter says, I forgot I had 10,000 gold in my guild hall, so I had no siege to push. Not used to playing French, and it going over 20 minutes, says Dexter. In your game, yeah. You could have done a lot with that 20,000 gold, brother. Even, bought yourself a wonder, most likely. Yeah, Chinese getting pretty aggressive. Man, I can't believe this game is still going. An hour and a half in a 4-man game, and it's Altai too, so the players start like really close together, their main TCs. But of course, China can be relatively tough to take down. Oh yeah, I'm so excited to see the grand finals, dude. I'm so excited. All right, so we got the Grenadiers fighting here, and all the bombard cannons doing their thing. Nice artillery from the English, though, using their infinite gold hacks to build those bad boys. And the wonder comes up very soon, if memory serves. I was watching this one before we started the stream. This is a pre-game show. Game replays usually just store action and inputs to save space. Yeah, that makes sense. So that's why when like there's a patch, it screws it up, because sometimes units have a different speed and things like that. Red moving down now. Red actually attacking the blue English. And did we see the wonder yet? Let's see. I don't think so. I know it comes pretty soon. I just can't remember when. So guys, we're an hour into this game, and they're an hour and 30 minutes, and it's still not done yet. I wonder if all 3 players are still alive. Dude, that's going to be some wild shit if they are. And if that's the case, we're just going to start watching this one until we get to the grand finals. So sorry for some of the players waiting. It's the nature of FFA tournaments. Some of the games will go 15 minutes to 20 minutes, and some of them will go an hour and a half. The 8-man games, though, will always be quite a bit longer, typically, unless you're on King of the Hill. I'm wondering if we should have King of the Hill in the pods. Like, I feel like King of the Hill games end a little bit too quickly. Yeah. I think so. Yeah, no, we got here early. $1,000 on Nolosi, who wants in? Well, the dreaded Zlami's playing today, the Terminator himself. Yeah, the Lord of Delhi. I wonder if he's going to play Delhi. Probably not. He probably wants to win. Delhi has a terrible Imperial Age, so I don't see him wanting to play that. 8 times keeps are, yeah, no, this is some tower defense shit for sure. So Matt Boss goes wonder here very, very soon. Just minimizing real quick to check in with everybody, make sure there's no problems. Losi, I'm on. We are friends. John Wick's dog. Oh, John Wick's dog made it too. Very cool. Okay. Very, very cool. Yeah, so the Cathedral St. Thomas comes up now. Which, I mean, assuming the wonder clearly doesn't win the game, right? In this particular pod. So it probably means that blue just gets taken out, and then we have like a weird stalemate between these 2 players. These other 2 right here. Chinese players definitely got a crazy economy. Now, what the Chinese player should do is maybe get big trade going. So, like, I would break my way down this wall, set up a bunch of trade posts down here, and just, like, trade on the side of the map. That would just be insanely good. Granted, it's a little bit vulnerable to English raiding, but the Grenadier combo is doing pretty good. They need to fix a single sacred site, then it's perfect. Now this is pod racing. It truly is. So, an hour and 7 minutes into this game, dude, and it's just still just a crazy, crazy scrap. Oh my god, look at this. You can see like the like the yellow blurs when the fast forward when they move. So the Chinese just start steamrolling into the English here, and the Wonder Tracker, he's about 13 minutes away from winning. A little bit of a scrap here, but clearly like this didn't lead to anything. Like this is actually really good for blue here. I'm surprised blue might not. Yeah, I guess they're not that entrenched. Like looking here, here's the cathedral, and there's like a couple loose towers being built. It's not like it's walled. Like, probably should have built the Wonder, like, back here or something and, like, walled it, taking advantage of the terrain and things like that. But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. So the dreaded FFA. I mean, resources are probably gone on this map for the most part. I doubt there's a whole lot left. Yeah, Matt Boss coming in with the Wonder, but clearly it doesn't win for him, right? Because so we're looking back, guys, right now at an earlier pod. For anybody just joining, this is not the grand finals. This is one of the 8 pods of 4 players, and the winner of this pod will advance on to play in the grand finals, which is 8 players, which is completely set up right now. We're just waiting for this one player. John Wick's dog needs a special ability summoning John Wick when he's knocked out. Yeah, I agree for sure. Yeah, the Grenadiers are really good. They do splash damage, and they're pretty good against armor, so you can see they melt the English men-at-arms spam. Like, Chinese, like, Imperial Age, if they have sustained gold, dude, it's like, it's gross. Like, look how bad they mess up the English army here. It's pretty brutal. Yep, China has a bunch of bombards. French are coming down to steamroll the English. So, I mean, I see probably these guys getting... Okay, I mean, he's got a nice little network of towers here, but he doesn't have emplacements on any of them, so it's kind of like... Yeah, it's not like truly a threat, right? And the English army is trying to hold, and England basically has, you know, 15 tile range mangonels with these shattering projectiles, which is very, very good. Accidentally run into a turn live stream. Yeah, man, it's gonna be good. We're getting ready for the finals. I'm super excited. Just waiting on this game to finish, which has been going for an hour and 33 minutes. We're actually about to be live in this game. Okay, man, he's actually pretty close to winning with that Wonder. Holy shit. He's like 4 minutes and 38 seconds away. It must be really, really tight. I feel like the Chinese and the French will, yeah, their combined forces with trebuchets and cannons should be able to get it. Like, the English army doesn't seem to be macroing too crazy. Okay, so now we have some men-at-arms coming out. Keeps trying to hold, but Chinese bombard cannons with the range and their reload speed are just insane. Their DPS is so insane. They all need to take down Salami. Maybe. Didn't OG Age of Empires have cheat codes that spawned a unit with a gun? Yeah, that was. It summons like a car that has like a machine gun on it. So here's the English attempt at the hold. The French blitzing in, coming in from the north with their cannons and whatnot. And like, I wonder if they actually finish off the English here. They probably should. Like, take out his landmarks too, to make sure this kind of thing doesn't happen. Look at the mass repair on the Wonder. Holy shit, he's a minute 28. That was pretty good. He got very, very close here. Yep, and then he runs out of wood. That's the problem. Wood's like very sparse right now, and look at that. The Chinese just blast that shit down. And is Matt Boss going to actually get finished off? I mean, he's looking to be on death's bed for sure. And, I mean, they should finish him, 100%. Like, I don't know why they wouldn't. Yeah, so you have the Council Hall here, and you have the Windguard Palace, and I think the King's Palace back here. Chinese are moving through, and it looks like, yeah, they're going to be using their Grenadiers to pretty much nuke the English base into oblivion. So Matt Boss looks like he's going to be eliminated, more or less. Yeah, look at that. Man, Grenadiers do a shit ton of damage against buildings. Their base damage is 30, I guess. But buildings have... Yeah, I don't know. How did they do so much damage to those buildings? I guess they just... there might be some cannon shooting around as well. So the only landmarks he has left are the King's Palace, I think. I think everything else is destroyed, and the Chinese Grenadiers are moving, rolling. And now it's very much like a 1v1 between the Chinese and the English here, from the looks of things. Chinese going back here, yeah. I mean, dude, look at this one Grenadier squad is just going balls deep. Just taking down everything. Look, he even started to build some battering rams there to try and take down the King's Palace. But are the Chinese actually going to finish that off? It looks like they sent some Grenadiers west just through the enemy entrenchments. And I think Matt Boss is going to be like left alive on life support right now. So if we look at Matt Boss's perspective, how many villagers? Yeah, he's got like 19 villagers or something. He's getting them farms going. You know, I love how tenacious he is. I do. I think it's pretty great for sure. 400 people watching, and let me go ahead and see. So I'm going to tell Salami, feel free to watch. Cool. I just told Salami that I know he's streaming right now, so I told him that if he wants to, he can just like watch my perspective of this. If he wants to, you know, have a little something going on in a stream until then, which would be pretty cool because everybody else is waiting in the lobby basically. So Mad Boss gets his farms going again. Somehow, some way, he's still holding on for dear life. You can see a little bit of scrapping right now as well. And yeah, it's wild the variance of like how long these games go, right? Okay, very cool. And there we go. All right, one sec. Just got to take care of something in chat real quick. And there we go. And boom. Excellent. So we are about live, guys. We're like 6 minutes from it. China looks like they rolled down there. And Matt Boss is... Oh my god, he's going for like the mass scouts, guys. Yeah, he went for the mass scouts. That's some crazy shit. Look at this. Got a whole bunch of these bad boys. So we're 4 minutes from live. Is anybody going to be anywhere near a wonder at this point? I think if somebody were to build a wonder, they'd probably just win. But it looks like Sleepy Lion might be like preparing for one. Like he's got this like network of like towers he's actually upgrading here. It makes me think there's going to be a wonder. And this map is so good for wonders. Because you can build them like behind here. A little bit of light skirmishing in there. Mad Boss actually has like a respectable army at this point. Yeah, look at this. Hey, Turin, any advice for NE? Are you talking about for Night Elves in Warcraft 3? Huntresses with Keeper of the Grove. Always a good strategy, yes. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you're referring to there, my friend. So back here we have a little bit of a skirmish. We are about to be live. It looks like the red player tried to push the Chinese base, but like I think the fury of China is going to be unleashed right now. As all these bombard cannons are going to move out, and yeah, it is going to be... Yeah, you guys have nightmares of Roost Horse Archers and Scout Spam. Those are the days. Do you ever cast or play with Aussie Drongo? I haven't, but if he wanted to, I happily would. Yeah, he seems like a very, very nice guy. So if he ever wanted to, I would for sure do any sort of events. Maybe I'll hit him up for like FFA tournament or something. I think it'd be pretty cool. All right, guys. So Hand Cannoneers doing their thing. And we do have the Grenadiers moving up, picking off some of the cannons. We are now officially live. 1 minute. Yep, we're live. All right, guys. So what you see is what you get. This is like the status quo of the game. It is time. Hey, Turin, any advice for new creators who want to start a channel based on RTS? So I would say RTS is a very tough subgenre to grow in for sure. But honestly, one of the best ways to get like traffic early is guides, like making guides on things. But you need to do it like right as the game's launch to really get like that good momentum. But like high quality guides with good information right as games launch is a very, very good way of doing it. What do you use for your shortcuts? Are you talking about my hotkeys when I'm playing? So yeah, the Chinese cannons are going to be a problem, but guys, like Mad Boss is not out of this game yet. There could be some shenanigans, right? There for sure could be. How is he doing getting back? He hasn't been able to repair his landmarks. I'm surprised he didn't get finished off earlier. Parzival 516, love the AoE 4 content, and Dune. I hope the Total War gets better soon. It will, for sure. Once the Immortal Empires get added back in, it's going to be in a much, much better state, for sure. All right, guys. So, here we have the Chinese with a very scary army, and honestly, it seems like nobody's been able to really handle the Chinese this game one-on-one. The Grenadiers, in conjunction with the working Mangonel, right? Because the Clock Tower Nest of Bees is like one of the few artillery pieces that actually works. Yeah, it's slow now. I know, so slow. This is live. This is normal, yeah. We caught up to where they were in the game, which was 1 hour and 40 minutes. Insane stuff. Insane stuff. Because this is the last pod before the grand finals. This is pod racing, yes. I know, you realize how slow it is after playing on fast forward for, you know, a good hour and 15 minutes worth of time. Yeah, hotkeys for TC and Blacksmith. So yeah, I usually use, I have my own custom hotkeys. I usually have my military on 1 and 2, and then I have my town centers and villager production on Control 4, all my military on Control 5, and then my market on Control 6. But that's just me. I'm very strange. Most people play very, very differently with that. How does China get so much gold? So looking at the current income per minute, China is currently getting about 900 gold. And the reason why is because China has three fully erect pagodas, which is amazing. They give a ton of resources. And on top of that, he does have a trade route going. So you can see the Chinese traders are like hustling over the mountain range here. And he could like make it a little bit better by going down here, but even still, that's pretty good. So China is trading right now. Dude, Matt Boss is still alive in this game, which is just bananas. I love it. I don't know what he's doing with those scouts. He's actually got like 60 scouts and 44 elite knights. His army's not like terrible. Like he could maybe beat this army. But the question is his economy like going forward after that. That's going to be a little bit problematic, right? All right, cool. Perfect. So the Chinese still royal rumbling here, getting some good pokes. The Elite Knights getting a little bit of work in, but honestly, I feel as if the Chinese player could just straight up move in. They could, if he really wanted to, he could work his way through this rat's nest. I don't think like anybody's going to be going for a wonder at this point. Although Big Cranny does have 6,000 gold saved up, but stone is going to be a big issue for sure. A huge, huge issue. Yeah, I don't see anybody beating the Chinese here. Like, unless they 2v1. Now, of course, we do allow for diplomacy in these games. Players are allowed to scheme and have all sorts of, machinations and whatnot. So if Matt Boss and, Big Cranny wanted to be like, hey, homie, you guys want to team up and take this bad boy down? Like, they totally could. That's fair play. Obviously, because if you're Matt Boss, the only way to probably win is to ally yourself with Big Cranny. And same for Big Cranny. I don't think Big Cranny has the tools to defeat this Chinese army and to break this Chinese-like bunker over here, which is just absolutely insane. At this rate, we're going to need to play the final. No, I'm actually glad this is taking longer because it gives us a little bit more to watch before getting into the grand finals. Because the grand finals with the Dreadlords Lamy playing could be over very, very quickly, potentially, right? So, but the grand finals is going to be an 8-player game, and it's going to be on dry Arabia. So it's going to be a fat one. It's going to be big. What can you even do against Grenadiers and STBs and cannons? So English longbows trade pretty effectively because these guys don't have any like special ranged armor or anything. So mass English longbows can actually, with good micro, do very well against Grenadiers and hand cannoneers. And the bombards are problematic, but you could also mass springalds, and even English trebuchets can kind of snipe them a little bit if they're not paying attention. So there's plenty of ways. How do markets work? Yes. So markets, the further away they are from the trading site, the more gold you get. So the traders right now have a pretty short route. They're only bringing like 20 gold, but it's still like decent. It's better than nothing for sure. Yeah, China's chilling, man. They are certainly having a good time, and it looks like now the Chinese are starting to work their way through the nest of towers here, getting some nice poke on these French cannons. The French, let's look at the gold income. So income per minute for the French, we have 1350 for Sleepy Lion, and then Big Cranny's got about 1,000. So he must be doing some, oh, this is why. So check this shit out. Yeah, the French are just going ham, trading on the side of the map. So each of these traders is going to bring back 217 gold. This is value city for sure. But now we got a big fight going down here as the French Knights do dive into the Chinese formation. Chinese hand cannoneers are actually very tanky though. They have 150 HP compared to archers, which have like 85 or 95 or something. And the bombards have a ton of HP as well. So honestly, the Chinese army here should win. Now, the big X factor is the Matt Boss. Where is he going? What is he doing? Yeah, he's got all his scouts. It looks like he's riding through. Oh, he's trying to get rid of his scouts, I think, maybe just to free up supply. It's a little bit hard to say, but Chinese here do win this fight, but, at a bit of a cost. They lose some bombard cannons, and it looks like, China will win that fight, and they still maintain their bombard numbers. We do have some scouts coming from Matt Boss. The Chinese are going to regret not having finished off Matt Boss. I really like what Sleepy Lion is doing with his repairs, though. He does have all these repairs going down and is healing up these bombards. That's really good play. Obviously it's very expensive. Gold is very limited at this point. But Sleepy Lion has triple pagoda going, the pagoda, as I like to say. So he is going to be just cackling and certainly living his best life. Now, moving up north, we do have these bombard cannons looking to continue to move in. Now, something we should do is map out the landmarks. So obviously, this fight's going to go for the Chinese. Looks like a little run by. Oh, the Great Wall actually got destroyed, so the Great Wall Gatehouse did fall. But looking here, we have the main TC. Where do we have the other landmarks? Main TC, and then we have the Red Palace in the back corner. Backed up by, I think the other landmarks are all out here somewhere. Yeah. So he does have the Red Palace in the back, man, so it would take a lot to actually finish him off, a fair amount of effort. And more scouts coming in from Matt Boss, dude. Truly a stalemate here. This is wild. But yes, next time we will host this on weekends so more people can play. I know a lot of people weren't able to play today because it was during the week, but I'm really happy with the signups. We had over 30 people sign up today. That's great. I think on a weekend we could easily break 50 or 60, and we would have to do more pods of 8. That's what we would end up doing if that was the case. So the French moving in, men-at-arms and, knights and whatnot, taking some heavy losses. Honestly, I think somebody's going to have to wonder. And the only person who I think can actually wonder would be Sleepy Lion, because he does have stone coming in from the pagoda. Resources are basically gone on the map. There's a couple wood lines left. Like, we have some wood down here. But for the most part, resources are very, very sparse. Yeah, Predator is not playing today, unfortunately. I think he had work or something, but I'm sure we'll see him in the next one with some schemes, and we'll see who makes it to the grand finals. Is that one Mongol FFA player playing? I don't think I saw too many Mongols playing today, actually. It was pretty chill in that regard. So here we get a bunch of Elite Knights. Yeah, this is actually a big army. We have 73 Elite Knights. Talk about getting back in the game. Matt Boss currently actually has a good economy now. Like, not great, but good. Like, 80 workers is pretty respectable, and if he can repair his landmarks, like Matt Boss is actually kind of back in this game, which is just absolutely ludicrous. Now, I wonder if China's going to get aggressive. We kind of have the calm before the storm right now. That is the calm before the storm. Elite Royal Knights pouring out. The French still continuing to defend. I think the Chinese need to keep the aggression up, though. I think they need to move in. Get the clock tower bombards, move up, start working their way through this nest of towers and potentially get some, value in that way. Because just kind of sitting like this, unless they're banking for a wonder, but like, look, Sleepy Lion's got like 139 wood right now. I don't know where oh, he just set up a new trade post. Very nice. So Sleepy Lion moved his trade post. It was originally like over here, and he moved it a little bit to the west. So now he's going to be getting better trade. And honestly, food and gold buys you good-ass units with China. You can get hand cannoneers. And let's go ahead and check what the grenadiers cost. They cost wood, too. So yeah, China's not going to be able to get grenadiers for much longer. Unless they start hitting the wood a little bit, which they are. So it looks like some wood is going to start getting gathered right here. And I wonder if we're going to be seeing a Chinese wonder. When do you think Relic will add the Necrons to Age of Empires 4? I don't think they will. I would wager it'll be like an actual historical civilization, although, depends on where you're at. I guess Necrons have some history. Absolutely. Yeah, Matt Boss just amassing the French Legion. Got a lot of knights here, guys. That is a balls deep number. Look at that. We have 74. Absolutely insane. Traders are hustling their way back. And how much is he getting from his trade? Only 7. Oh my god, that's a janky trade. Yeah, he's literally doing trade from like just right next door and only getting 7 gold. So he should definitely like move it down here and set it up there and get that trade going here. So once again, we have another fight. These guys are basically just throwing armies at one another, and China might get overwhelmed here. There's a lot of French knights, and you can see the grenadiers and other troops are kind of in a tricky position, but the Chinese do have a bit of a defensive pocket here, so they might be able to hold. Cannons getting repaired in the back. Ooh, but look at this. We do have spring ults coming in from the red French player, and maybe we could see some momentum from the French finally. No, the Chinese bombards are too much. Oh, look at this Rebalquin, baby. Oh, that thing needs to get in there. These things just dunk on things if they're able to get shots. Like, this is actually really good against the Chinese army comp. Let's see it shoot. Yeah, look at the big splash damage on these guys. Let's watch the HP as it shoots again. So you can see all that whole pocket of like hand cannoneers got melted, but then the Chinese handgunners saw it and they're just like, yeah, no, that's not happening, dude. And they were able to just get that blasted shot right there. So more shots, spring ult's getting torched. China maintains its bombard numbers, man, but this is the 100-year war. Honestly, though, French are going to be able to sustain this for a while because of Guildhall back here. So Guildhall is 3,000. They also have trade going. So the French are certainly sitting pretty. Now, I wonder if we're going to see a wonder. Yeah, almost 6,000 stone. Gold is very, very tight, though, and I don't think China can afford to stop spending gold at this point. So I honestly don't see how this is going to end. Like, this feels like a long one, which, hey, I'm happy for that. It's going to be fun. I feel bad for Islami because I know he's streaming, so hopefully he's able to watch this and get some entertainment from that at least. All right, so the keep here, getting blasted by the clock tower bombards, and hey, China's finally starting to make some progress. I think Sleepy Lion should just keep pushing, man. Like, he could really put a ton of hurt on the French. Like, just slow push with these bombards, take down these towers one at a time, work your way through, push them back, and I'm quite curious what Matt Boss is going to be doing. Big Cranny had a wonder earlier. No, it was actually Matt Boss who had a wonder. Matt Boss had the wonder here. He had the big Notre Dame right here, and it got karate chopped by both players, but they didn't finish him off. They both left afterwards, which is really weird. He had one landmark left, and like a little bit more effort, and blue could have been out of the game, and it could have been a 1v1, right? So that would have been pretty strong for sure. Blue's taking some wood. I mean, Matt Boss is back in this, man. He's very much in this. His economy is actually respectable. He's got 70 villagers, not bad. King's Palace able to do his thing. He needs to repair his landmarks, so like repair these and these to make him a little bit less flimsy. If somebody wanted to come in there, then, that could be a very different beast. Why are they not selling food to get... Yeah, some of them probably are. Yeah, I would imagine they're selling food. You could see, yeah, look, he just sold a bunch of food probably. His food count just tanked by like 800 instantly, and it could have been queuing up like workers and whatnot, but yeah, China's getting 50 gold per drop-off here on this trade. That is actually really, really good. So China's setting up its own forward keeps, looking to try and set up a beachhead position here against the old French brutal hand cannoneers, and yeah, just got to keep pushing. This is the main TC. Look at this. There's actually some spearmen garrisoned in here and some men-at-arms that have been there probably since like the Castle Age. Pretty hilarious. Yeah, like the Chinese army just feels so much stronger, man. I feel like they just got to push. They got to just start moving here. Because otherwise you're going to give time for Matt Boss to come back, and Matt Boss might be out for blood. Like, Matt Boss could actually blitz into somebody's base and snipe their landmarks, like, depending on the situation. Like, let's say Matt comes back here, breaks down these stone walls, and just, like, goes ham, like, up the side of the map. He might be able to do some serious work. Although Red Palace is really tough to kill, especially if it's garrisoned, but I don't know if it is. I don't know if it is. It's a question of the iron bladder. That's true. Yeah. Does somebody have the Eric Cartman like toilet seat gamer chair where they're going to be able to kind of sit there and just, you know, recover? I've actually won a ranked game like that before, where somebody just got like so tired in like a 2-hour game and they just quit. Like even though it was like dead even, they're just like, yeah, no, I'm down. Yeah, they said I have to go pee, and I was just like, yes, the iron bladder endures. It's a valid tactic, man. Just that's like a true boomer strategy, you know, just like old man tactics. You know, we have the patience. Oh, look at the Rebalquins, guys. We have a triple Rebalquin coming in. Gonna be a little bit dicey because bombard cannons will like thump on them pretty hard. But the French are trying to build their own keep here. I don't think that's going to last very long. And what is Matt Boss doing? Is Matt Boss going to be saving up for another Wonder by chance? I mean, he could, for sure. Stone, again, is going to be a big limiting factor. I honestly think that if China builds a Wonder in the corner of the map, like, I don't even know where they would build it. They could just, yeah, probably like right here or something. If China builds a Wonder, I think they just win. Like, I don't think anybody could actually stop Sleepy Lion if he gets a Wonder. And you know, the Pagoda is giving him a fair amount of resources. Yeah, he's got a Spring Alden placement coming up here in conjunction with his cannon that he already has. There are Balquins roaming south. We also have Trebuchets coming in as well. Looks like they're going to be heading to the east. Oh god, the WoW South Park episode. Yeah, pretty classic stuff. Pretty classic stuff indeed. So, big Trebuchet shot going right into the old keep right there. And here, ladies and gentlemen, the Clock Tower Bombard's going to be heading to the west. What will they be shooting? Yep, going to be knocking on heaven's doors. They start blasting that French keep, which is going to get repaired. A little bit of a waste of wood, in my opinion. I don't think you're going to be able to save that against Chinese bombards. Although we do have Spring Alds. Spring Alds might be able to do some work. Yeah, they are potentially going to be sniping a bombard cannon, which will really slow down Sleepy Lion because, you know, Sleepy Lion does not have that much gold. Right? We have another bombard coming out, but it looks like he lost one of those. The keep is very, very low, but those two Spring Alds there are able to do quite a bit of work. Getting a bombard snipe. Very nice. Very nice indeed. I remember that hour-long... Yeah, you remember the game. It was a glorious one. Yeah, look at this. Wow. The French cannons over here actually able to thump down the Chinese keep. Matt Boss still just amassing, and I think he's just kind of licking his wounds. You know, probably the best bet for Matt Boss here is just to, you know, essentially hope that one of these other players is just going to kill the other one, and then you can maybe 1v1 them. That I think... I like what Matt's doing. I think playing Possum is good. Just like acting like you got beaten so badly that you just aren't in the game is the play. All right, so the French moving in with a bunch of knights. I don't see the value of this. They're just going to get Last Samurai. The hand cannoneers hit super hard, and yeah, generally they should stay and fight. Oh, Rebalquins! Oh, the Rebalquin flank. Oh my god, look at the DPS. Is it going to shoot? Oh my god, the Chinese hand cannoneers. Oh, look at the Rebalquins! Come on, turn and shoot. Turn and shoot. Oh, their positioning's a little bit awkward. Okay, they still get a couple decent volleys, but the Chinese are able to respond. Dude, that would have been a huge play, but they couldn't quite get that angle, and look at that. Good micro there by Sleepy Lion. He's able to kind of snipe all those out, and yeah, what a scrappy little fight there, but the hand cannoneers do emerge victorious, but just barely. And yeah, again, the 100-Year War does indeed continue. It does indeed continue. Look at that. 80 French knights, dude. I wonder if they're going to Rohirrim someone. Like, this is a lot of layers of walls to get through. That is a lot of layers of walls. In terms of trade, though, like, nobody's looking close to a Wonder or Sacred victory. Hand Cannoneers moving down to the west, looking for some goodies. And, yeah, man. It's going to be a scrappy one. It's going to be a scrappy one for sure. Hold on, let me minimize and just check with the other players, make sure everybody's still here. Okay, good. Guys, not sure if Group D will finish today. I'm still in game, but I think I have time to make dinner. So Matt Boss is like, dude, I'm going to make dinner. He's like, I'm going to just like go AFK. I think Matt Boss is legit making food right now, guys. I think he just went to go make dinner, and he's just sitting in his base while these two fight. Holy shit. Oh my god, the legends are born. The legends are born. Oh, that's so funny. I can't believe it. Yeah, guys, I think he said in Discord that he's going to go make dinner real quick, and I actually think he is. So Matt Boss, guys, is sitting here like a true Chad, just probably cooking up a steak and letting these two fight to the death, which is a great idea. Because eventually one of them's going to win, and you know what? The French might have actually just gotten some decent momentum on them. A lot of men-at-arms coming in, and they will torch down the bombard cannons. And how's the French gold looking? Current resources looking pretty good. Income per minute does favor the French. The French trade is pretty amazing for sure. We got these traders coming across. He is making food in-game and IRL. I know. I feel like he should earn a spot in the grand finals just for that, right? Chad to the core. I know. He's actually making food right now. Microwave boss. Yeah, so the French men-at-arms get in, but the Chinese hand cannoneers, man, are just so tough to break for these, like, Castle Age type units, right? We get the keep coming up, but the French do have a nice amount of artillery coming in. Revolquins, I think, are a little bit of a meme, for sure. But the bombards, of course, or the cannons, I should say, able to thump them down. And China's looking a little bit bare, actually. How is their actual bank's gold? I mean, they have a fair amount. I really do think a wonder is the way, though. I really, really do think somebody's got to play wonder here. This just like has the makings of like a stalemate. Imagine him coming back to just swoop in and win. Dude, that would be, if Matt Boss manages to win this game, that would be one of the most insane things ever. Decent little muster here from the French. All is calm. Yeah, just kind of a border skirmish. Quite a stalemate. I mean, these players must be evenly matched. Can somebody go to the Age of Empires leaderboard for me and search the ELO rating of Sleepy Lion and Big Cranny and Matt Boss? I'd be quite curious to see what their rankings are in terms of either their unranked ELO or their ranked battles. That is pretty giga, Chad. Yeah, the old English tactic of starving out the opposition. Yeah, there you go. And, he's not even repairing his landmarks. Okay, I think a couple units were just AFK there, and then these towers got upgraded, so they ended up running into those towers there. And, yeah, the French actually pushed back the Chinese once again, dude. I feel like the French, if they are able to kind of muster their forces and actually get a good critical mass. The one thing about the French is their macro here isn't amazing. He needs more military infrastructure. Like, he only has a couple military buildings. He needs to build, like, 100 stables, like, just so he can macro out armies quickly because, it's a little bit slow in the draw with that. A little bit slow in the draw. Yeah, they've been selling food. Can you switch to China or French perspective? Yeah, you can. Let's do that for you. So here's Big Cranny. 140 supply. We do have 85 economy here for this bad boy. And for the Sleepy Lion, he's 110. So the Chinese economy is quite a bit stronger. But some of the trades have been a little bit less efficient. Now we get trebuchets coming in. China looks like it's entrenching for a long-term wonder victory, I think. But their wood is so low, dude. You would just have to somehow get 6,000 wood. Like, how the hell is that going to happen? There's, like, no wood anywhere around here. Like, there's no wood anywhere, my dude. None. They should make a rule that you can only eat Renaissance Fair turkey legs during an AoE4 tournament. I've actually been to the what is that called? Medieval Nights or whatever, medieval times, where they do like the whole Renaissance Fair thing. It's super fun. Yeah, you eat like a shank and yeah, it's always a good time. Yeah, so guys, I legit think Matt is taking a little breather. This is a great tactic. Talk about durability, right? Because Matt Boss is he's actually ahead of Big Cranny after getting absolutely pounded to dirt earlier. He's managed to make his way back, and he is still going on like a champ. All right, did anybody get the rankings for these players? Can anybody report? I'd be quite curious to find out, to see how... It'd be really funny if they're like all super equal in skill. Yo, Turin, wouldn't it be fun to have a Total Tavern sort of regular vote in the community to elect players for Giga Chat of the month? Yeah, we could do something like that. We could, for sure. A little bit of wood here, like, I don't know, maybe like a couple thousand tops. Obviously, Sleepy Lion is banking, though. 6,000, 3,000 stone. And he is getting wood from the pagoda, but his food is also a little bit low. So for Sleepy Lion, I think you just, like, turtle up and you, yeah, and you just build a wonder. Because, like, the French, where the hell is the French army, dude? Okay, the French is mustering a kind of a haggard army down there. Mostly spearmen, so it's not going to be super good. Matt Boss could actually win this, 100%. But, like, if he doesn't repair his landmarks, he could be in trouble. I think he's playing possum, dude. I think he's playing possum. He's just kind of sitting there and just doing his thing, which is quite hilarious for sure. Quite hilarious. China's getting pretty rich, though, buying their stone. Wood's going to be very, very tight. Matt Boss on food, I mean, just sitting crazy on food. Even after getting... Matt got sent down to, like, 20 villagers, guys, when he lost his wonder. He was about 2 minutes away from winning. That was probably the most active I've seen this game be. So Cranny is 600 ranked. Okay, fair play. So a little bit of a newer player, but honestly doing very, very well in terms of that. Matt is 1183, and okay, that's honestly, it's a big shout out to Big Cranny. Despite being like 600 ELO lower than his opponent here, he's doing a great job holding. FFA brings out the best in people, man. Maybe he knows the big spotlight's on him, and he's scrapping like a champ. And Sleepy is 1100. Okay. So Sleepy and Matt Boss seem to be relatively similar in terms of ELO, but obviously Big Cranny, who honestly is doing very, very well, is a little bit lower in that regard. And I think you do see that with, like, newer players. They're going to be a little bit more conservative, right? Like, they're not going to take as many risks or push as aggressively. He's just kind of like trying to survive and not get knocked out. So wonders cost 6,000 of each resource. Currently, right now, China's at 3,000, 3.6. About 1,000 food, but China's got to go for a wonder, dude. Like that, it would be silly of them not to. Do you know how hard it's going to be for the enemies to get through like this entrenched hand cannoneer position? You know what though? Like maybe the the big cranny here. He's got what, like a bunch of cannons? Yeah, like 6 or 7 cannons right there. Yeah, it's 6,000 of each resource. So they've been nerfed a couple times. In the early access of this game, Wonders actually were, like, I think they were only 3,000. And also it was a 10-minute victory condition, so Wonder victories were actually very prevalent. They used to happen quite a bit, even in 1v1s and things like that. If Matt Boss were playing Elden Ring, we'd all be mad at him for AFK farm. Yeah, he hasn't moved his army in a while, dude. I'm pretty sure he's just making dinner right now. Let's actually go ahead and minimize and get an update on that. We do have the French moving in with some bombard cannons, looking to get aggressive once again. And yeah, Matt says I'm still in game, but I think I have time to make dinner. Exactly. So Matt's just making dinner right now, which is great. All right, so I have to check with the players, make sure everybody's good. Yep. Everyone is all good here. I'm surprised we didn't have more games go this long. Like every other FFA pod finished pretty quickly. This has been the only one. And I think it's because a lot of the players are similar in terms of skill. It's not like there's like a huge discrepancy in this match. Like we saw one with, you know, like we had like essentially the equivalent of a pro player playing with some players who are probably like 1,000 ELO, if not lower. So I think that was one of the things we saw. Will China ever have enough food for a wonder? So China's got a good food economy. Looking at their income per minute, it's pretty respectable. Yeah, he's got, look at that, man. Very, very good stuff. Sleepy Lion's getting 5,000 food per minute. So like, yeah. And now looking at current resources, we look at China and they for sure have enough. A little bit tight on stone, but the pagoda's getting it, you know, getting it going. Just some wild ass battering rams. Just the dreaded Imperial Age battering ram push coming in here keeps Do Thunder in. China's got like a fat army though, dude. That is a very angry mob of Chinese hand cannoneers, which are just gonna mow down these battles. Yeah, look at that, just brutal. Yep, some spearmen being sent in to torch them, and up in the north, you know, hey, big cranny though, pedal to the metal, man. I think Matt has time for breakfast. Hey, I'm happy though, because I was really worried the stream would be super short, but if we can get like this game being long and then having another stream, the grand finals of course, which should be pretty long, I think we're in good shape. All right, so counterweight trebuchets blasting across, going after the keep, and it looks like China's going to be forced back a little bit. Honestly, China could probably surge out, although Big Cranny is doing like a big slow push with the towers. Yeah, he's got like bombard towers. And Matt Boss is still making dinner back here. I'm curious what he's making, actually. Matt, if you're in chat, let us know. No, Matt Boss is making dinner right now. He legit said that in Discord, so that's what's happening. So China's going to muster out to fight. And the Grenadiers are just going to absolutely melt this army. You're going to start seeing a lot of splash damage from those Grenadiers, and the hand cannoneers, Chinese ones especially, are just so damn good. And look at this. Okay, French are getting a little bit crazy though. They're rolling in from multiple angles. I don't think they're actually going to be able to do any like crazy substantial damage, but they could start working on Chinese landmarks for sure. So going after the keeps, the French are getting really, really aggressive here. He needs to get more production infrastructure though, because he only has like a couple, which is kind of janky. You can see he's got like some stables back here and archery ranges, but he definitely needs more. And yeah, the Chinese turtle position is very, very good. So that gets knocked down, and it looks like another landmark's going to get popped as well, so we're going to see that falling. The TC is still very much steady, and yeah, now the French are going to be losing all this shit. Like, their whole expensive artillery corps is just going to get Shadow Realmed right now. Yeah, brutal damage. Might be able to get the TC, though. A couple more volleys from the cannons. 1, 2, and yeah, you know, another landmark down. So China still probably has, like, you know, a ton of landmarks. That's one of the things about China. It's really hard to finish them off late game because of all the landmarks they have, so it's really, really tough. I think one issue with Loya is, yeah, lack of aggression for sure. But they are getting aggressive now. It's just like they're equally matched, you know, so it's kind of like, and they're so entrenched and they're with like towers and like static defenses that it becomes very, very tough to break. Usually in this situation, you would see a wonder be like the deciding factor. So is Matt Boss back yet? I don't think so. Matt Boss is still making dinner. Okay, great. I think the legend has been made. He's done it. So hand cannoneers moving in, but they have no artillery support, so the cannon towers are going to do some big damage. He does go into loose formation and is able to kind of scoot back a little bit, blasting into these knights here. In terms of resources, yeah, still only 230 wood, guys. That's pretty bleak in terms of like actually getting a wonder going. There's no wood. Like you have a couple like trees right here. No trees, like some loose trees around the map. It's looking very, very grim in that regard. I don't know how this game's gonna end, dude. I don't. Matt Boss is back. His gold is being spent. Oh, okay, is he back? He's returned. So Matt Boss has spent some gold. What the hell is he spending his gold on, though, dude? What is he spending it on? Damn. I have no idea. Do we have any upgrades coming in? Let's go see his perspective. Okay, so yeah, he queued up hand cannoneers out of his keeps, which are hustling over to the middle. Okay, so he's amassing these guys. I wonder if he's gonna go for like a landmark snipe or something. If you're going to do landmark snipe for map boss, I think you go up the side of the map, shut down all the trade here for the French, and then just like move up the side of the map and do your thing. That's got to be what you do. China took a little bit of a beating though. I mean, could Big Cranny eventually win this fight? Maybe. I think his macro needs to be better though. Like, he's got the French keeps. And what you need to be doing is building like stables and archery ranges around these so you can be a little bit more efficient. Second wonder incoming? I don't think so. Did I miss a wonder somewhere? I don't believe so. Yeah, no wonders on the table, my friends. Because like I just don't think there's any resources for it. The only person is Sleepy Lion because he's got a lot of stone. -1 wood for Sleepy Lion right now, guys. Yeah, like China. Oh my God! Here's the thing, guys. China actually cannot repair things really. They can't. Okay. Oh yeah, Matt Boss I think is going for another wonder potentially. He just bought like 5,000 wood. Oh my God, guys, this is just so painful. This is the most painful FFA I think I've ever casted. Imagine casting this one from start to finish. How much of a brutal grind that would be. No, Blue is back. He's back. He's doing things now. Although, to be honest, he could have his food at his desk and simply could just be, you know what? Players can't repair their landmarks because of the because there's no wood. So they have to like buy wood to repair their landmarks, which is hilarious. How's the trade looking for English here? Yeah, it's pretty terrible. Yeah, they have a trader bringing back literally 7. And the standoff is here. Stone is going to be next, perhaps so. And dude, look at Big Cranny. Big Cranny with the slow pushes. He's like just like getting haggard-ass towers and like setting him up next to his opponent's base here. Holy shit. So China has 5 landmarks left, I think. Yeah, they have this. They have this. Then back here you have this. And I would imagine they unlocked all the dynasties. Do they have... Yeah, and the Great Wall Gatehouse is destroyed. So China actually doesn't have too many landmarks right now. I mean, the French could try some. A Map Boss could also sneak in. Although sneaking in over here would be impossible. He's got like, I believe some like cannon emplacements over here. So that would just be basically a death sentence, especially with this keep coming up right here. It's a $50 prize for first, yeah. It's a $50 prize. So China rebuilding the wall, trying to keep the French out, but there's still a massive breach up here. And honestly, the French could do a huge run by if they wanted to. I would actually think that might be okay because these towers aren't upgraded back here. Like, I think none of these have emplacements. So you could even do a run by and go like, if you sniped the pagodas, holy shit, and also took out the Imperial Palace, that would be so strong. How many French knights does he have? Only 29. Trebuchets bombarding in, taking out whatever Chinese buildings they can. China tried to build stone wall towers here to shoot the trebuchets. Oh my God, and the TC is actually getting popped down, and yeah, China's got like no wood, so he's not able to do much. Dude, please, for the love of France, do not send those knights into those hand cannoneers. It's just gonna be just an absolute punishing. Although I guess he's trying to thin out the numbers, but Sleepy Lion's got plenty of gold. He can certainly replenish the ranks, but the hand cannoneers are running for some reason. That's pretty unfortunate. They're going to be taking a lot of unnecessary casualties. Nesta B shooting in, getting big damage. It's one of the few artillery pieces that still actually works relatively well. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the hand cannoneers once again are going to be last samuraiing all of these elite royal knights. Matt Boss, still chilling, dude. Still chilling. I feel like Matt Boss needs to like go in for a goon on someone. Yeah, the French knights do go down, doing a little bit of damage, but they still have the triple nest of bees, and yeah, we're just getting like just this. Have you guys ever seen that YouTube video where like the guy, it's like death by the slowest death like possible like meme, and it has like the guy being like killed with a spoon over the course of years, like the guy just like literally taps him with a spoon. Like I feel like that's what this game is. It's just like death by 1,000 spoon blows. You know, there's like no like heavy fighting. It's just like. Just grinding. China's slowly being pushed back. You can see the periphery of their base is starting to fall. And dude, guys, I honestly think if China falls to the French, I think that Matt Boss could probably beat the French. Maybe. Like, especially if he's banking for a wonder, which would just be the funniest shit on the planet. And it kind of looks like he is. He has exactly 6,000 wood, which is very, as the kids would say this day, sus. So battering rams moving in. Looks like they're going to continue trying to hammer the Chinese, like... You know, China's got like no wood, so I guess you just every building you kill is actually a fair amount of value. Yeah, wooden spoon, right? So they like, what do these battering rams have? Oh my God, dude, look at the cannons! No, don't move them into melee against hand cannoneers. Oh God, the bronze plays. The Lord of Bronzonia. Oh God, dude. Hey, at least he got the trebuchets down. Oh my God, dude, that was so many cannons and they're just getting destroyed. Oh, please run those cannons for the love of the gods. Oh my God, that was That was the bronzest play ever. Oh, God. Hey, it's okay, man. Big Cranny, we still love you, dude. We love your tenacity. And the fact that you're the one being aggressive. You're the Chad here, but... Oh, man. Oh, man. Nakamura says China never says die. That's right. Ain't that the truth, brother. Nakamura, how did your game go, by the way? I was expecting you to maybe take that pod. Yeah, I'd be curious to hear about it. Okay, well, there goes the French again. Matt Boss still is saving up for a wonder. Yep, look at that. Matt Boss just bought stone. He is literally waddling towards a wonder. And he's got a mean-ass army now. Like, where is this? I think the wonder goes back here this time, though. Like, maybe, like, right here or something. Although that's actually not his wall. That's an enemy wall. Like, where does Matt Boss even build? Oh, okay. He can build a wonder down here. He's got 3 keeps. This would actually be a really good spot, because it's going to be incredibly hard for the red player to get to. What was the plan there? Well, it was just a miss micro. It was just a miss micro, yeah. Game of Thrones tactics. Yes, move your artillery into the front and let it happen. Dude, if Matt Boss wins this game, that is going to be the funniest shit I think I've ever seen. If he manages to somehow come back, that is going to be wild. All right. Dude, this is just such a meme. So, yeah, China's just hanging out, dude. They got their nest of bees, but honestly, their economy is kind of faltering in some regards in terms of wood. Looking at the income per minute, China's still killing it on... Wow, look at the income per minute from Sleepy Lion. He's actually getting so much gold from his trade. He's getting so much. I think he has the most in the game. Big Cranny's doing pretty good, and so is Matt Boss, actually, because he's English, right? And once again, he's mustering his Dread Legion. He's ready to mash his artillery into the Chinese army once again. Because I think if he had actually fought that army properly, he might have actually been able to beat the Chinese army with like 5 or 6 cannons just like thumping things down. We'll see. Nakamura says, I got China'd on King of the Hill. Ah, they got you, man. They got you, huh? Dude, Matt Boss is just slowly getting there. He's got 6,000 wood. His food and gold is going to be fine. And he's just slowly buying his way up, which is so funny. Is there any stone left in the map? Dude, there's literally no resources. I think there's like a berry bush. That's like it. All right. Here we go again. Trying to wear down the Chinese with the dreaded attrition. We can throw enough bodies at them. Eventually they will falter. And it looks like the Knights have a little bit of a weird attack order. Okay, no, they're actually attacking right now. China trying to rebuild its town center. And the French Knights do get a couple picks, which is nice. And now they're using the dreaded Reaganomics, the slow push. Moving in with their spring alds and their cannons and all this sort of stuff. And getting ready to party, man, which is going to be great. Here comes the Spearman. They're like, all right, now that the Knights are dead, let's send in the chaff. So the Rebalquin is coming. Rebalquin is actually one of his biggest assets here. Could... Ooh, shoot it. Ooh, okay, takes down a couple handgunners. No, not the Game of Thrones cannons again. Oh, okay. Hey, okay, at least this time the cannons got to keep, I think. Okay, that keep might burn down. It's hard to say. I don't think there's any Chinese villagers nearby. At least this time's the Game of Thrones tactics. The Dothraki took out a couple of the Knights. What are those guys? The White Walkers? Yeah, that's what they're called. I was about to say Night's Watch, but that doesn't make sense. Okay, so China holds once again. Now, how is China looking towards a wonder? I think Matt Boss knows that the game needs to end. He's like going for a wonder victory, because if Matt Boss at least goes for a wonder, then, he can... You know what's actually going to happen, guys? I think Matt Boss is going to win because there's like no wood. Like getting these cannons is somewhat wood intensive, if I'm not mistaken. So, like, yeah, the French are going to have problems replacing those cannons. Medium rare, please. Thanks for becoming a member. Hope to see you in the event next week. Yeah, casual 40,000 food from Sleepy Lion. Just casual. He's doing his thing. We have another keep being set up over here by China. China is legit just like not trying to fight. They're just like sitting back in their base. Like they don't want any piece of the dreaded French lord here. Dude, I think he wins. Let the bodies hit the floor, dude. That's what's going down. This is like the biggest meme battle I think we've had. I feel bad for the other 7 players waiting. But you know what? This tournament, it's an FFA tournament. They can go long. So hopefully they're all watching this and having a good laugh with us. Yeah, like I think Matt Boss can win this, honestly. Where is that wonder going to go, though, is the question. Like, his wonder placement last time wasn't very good, so I think you got to build it, like, a little bit further back this time. Yeah, like, look, he got just absolutely steamrolled last time he tried. But Matt Boss also has all of his wonders that are landmarks. Yeah, King's Palace is still here. So maybe you build a wonder down here. Like, right here, because people will go for it instead of probably trying to snipe your base landmark. And I think that might be the play. I hope Matt Boss is going to be our hero and build a wonder. I really, really hope he does. Sometimes the only winning move is to not play. Yeah, no, apparently so. Apparently so. I don't think his army's been given a movement order for like 5 years. Yeah, they're on the longest vacation ever. So Big Cranny's going for it, man. He's got those trebuchets moving up. Boom, dropping some hot steaming payloads on the clock tower here. Just the haggard duel of fates. And down here, we got Matt Boss chilling, looking at the banked resources. Almost has enough stone, and then he just needs to save up gold and food, and he's all good from that point. I would love to see him get better trade though. Like you know, he could easily have like trade going from like down here, like across. A little bit lazy there, but understandably he was making dinner and he's doing it. I just want to see blue shutting down red's trade and killing him in 2 minutes. Dude, it's so possible. With this many French Royal Knights, dude, 80 French Royal Knights could just like snipe all these landmarks. Like the Red Palace would die instantly, the Guild Hall would die instantly, and then like with that happening, maybe China would eventually come out of their base. Looks like we still have some Royal Rumbles. The haggard French Knights going after the trebuchets, trying to neutralize China's artillery to make sure that they have the complete dominance in that. But it is a clock tower bombard, so it's going to be much harder to kill there. So China taking those guys out, and the French just have like a million spring ults. And dude, he's got 6 cannons again. The numbers crawl closer and closer to 6k stone. This is one of the reasons why King of the Hill is really good, because like the games like can be ended with like that. But the problem with King of the Hill is if you have one player who's just so much better than everyone, it can they can kind of get that early and just win. I think by sinking all of his food and gold into buying wood and such, Matt Boss might be able to outdo the others. Yeah. I mean, he's just chilling. And Matt Boss now has enough stone, just about. He only needs 10 more stone. So 1 more sail, and then he just kind of saves, and he's good to go from there. Matt Boss, we thank you for your sacrifice here. So now we just need to see him bank up the gold, which is going to take how long? Matt Boss's gold, it's going to take 6 minutes for him to get that much gold, give or take. And you could also sell food to expedite that. Look at that, French actually get a decent little fight here. I believe their cannons are actually shooting properly now. Can't tell yet. He's moving up with the cannons. And the handgunner numbers are getting kind of low. China's army is looking actually very bare bones. Dude, I can't believe Matt Boss might win this. I can't believe it. Yeah, you know what? China's running out of army. They don't have that much. And I wonder how their banked resources are. Not that much gold. Okay, their artillery getting a little bit crazy. I think that Big Cranny has learned his lesson. He's like pulling back his artillery. And yes, dude, the dreaded Big Cranny. You know, even though he's made some big mistakes, he is learning. He is evolving. He is an ever-growing challenger here. As the Knights move in and we keep having these scraps here. Casual 54,000 food for Sleepy Lion, yes. With that, you just want to hold down the sell button and get as much gold as you possibly can, probably. So the artillery going to move back in a second, I would imagine. Yes, they will. And the Chinese hand cannoneers, are they actually going to take any casualties here? We'll find out. I honestly think a couple mangonels would still be worth it against this Chinese army. So those cannons need to be given an attack order right now. They're a little bit kind of overexposed there. China's still mustering out hand cannoneers, but it's keeping their gold very low. And they're out of wood, so like there's not going to be any wood-based units coming in for China unless they want to sell, and I don't think they have the resources to do that. So right now, England is saving up, dude. Matt Boss is going to be the hero who ends this game, I think. Because, like, what army can fight this? None. Like, no army can fight this. This French army is just so massive. It is just a huge, huge one right there. And look, the hand cannoneers getting up on the walls. Oh, they're going for the counterweight trebuchets. Nice, dude. That was a pretty sweet play. I like that. Okay, but the cannons are going to blast them for sure as they run across the walls. Even though with the range reduction, they'll still be taking casualties. The walls are being knocked down, cannons shooting, and we get more and more Spearmen and Knights being made. But look at the range, man! The wall play! Matt Boss is going for a wonder, for sure. Yeah, see, he sold all of his food, knowing that he's got a ton of food, and that will kind of expedite the wonder process. 1 sec, guys. Just going to minimize here. 1 sec. Matt Boss, the love. I just told Matt Boss in Discord, I said, for the love of God, please win with a wonder here. Oh my God, dude, that's so funny. Just the Bronzodia battle up in the north. just the most janky shit, dude. I love it. All right, so yeah, almost enough gold. He's getting it from his farms. There's no gold left on the map. Trade is obviously great. I really wish the French would get like, yeah, I guess they could go here and trade. I don't really know. I guess trading is, yeah, they got a trade post right here. So they could like trade from here to here and be getting like 75 gold a pop, which would be strong. Matt Boss's military is freaking huge, dude. 132. 132 knights. which is just bananas. And the Haggard Duel of Fate still going down over here. Looks like the French are just like literally sending in legion after legion of units to do it. Jean, if you want to watch the stream, you head to my YouTube channel, dude. Well, I guess if you can't find it, so let me go ahead and get it. One of the players doesn't even know this is being streamed right now. Hold on. Okay, there you go. Wrong button here, 1 second. Just getting the link for some of the players here. One of the players signed up for it today and he didn't even know it was going down there. Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, this is truly like some trench warfare shit, right? Just like miserable grinding, just like nobody. No. Oh, guys, it's happening though. Is this gonna get to the dreaded 3-hour mark, dude? I think it might be possible. I think it might be possible. But I think blue wins this. Like, I think Matt Boss wins. Just okay, Matt, please build a wonder. For the love of God, please build it. Where is this gonna go? Like here? Down here, maybe? I think down here is good. At least you have triple keeps here, and this is really far away. And plus, it also might distract them from your main baseline mark, the King's Palace. They might just like see blood and go for the wonder, right? They might go this way. So that's probably what I would do, is build it down there in that corner. He has enough for it right now. I honestly think if he does it now, he's totally fine. This war is just never ending. Is this just going to be like a 5 or 10 hour game here? Tamu says, Matt, please just end our torture. Rowan, if you want to sign up, you can go to my website, totaltavern.com, and you can just join my Discord, and all my events are done there. I'm also going to start hosting regular Age of Empires tournaments again, just like we used to in the beginning, and yeah, we're going to be getting into it. Is the wonder being built somewhere? If so, where is the question? Okay, I'm not seeing it. I'm looking around. Come on, Matt, don't do this to us, bro. Don't do this. You need to build the wonder. Is he really going to wait for these guys to finish each other off? Because I don't think that's ever going to happen. I think he might go for it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if Matt wants to build it. He might be waiting. I mean, honestly, his best chance of winning would probably be to wait like 3 hours for these guys to one of them to give up. Because eventually, I think Sleepy Lion or Big Cranny, one of them's going to have to use the restroom, you know? Or one of them's going to like have to go get away from the keyboard for a second. It's going to have to happen. Matt should move his units to spell out. Yeah. He could. He could. Where is this wonder going to go, though? I'm very curious. I'm looking around the base. You could destroy these houses. I think you could destroy these and build it behind these towers. This would actually be a good spot, too. Just delete these buildings right here and build it like right back here. Although it's pretty vulnerable from this direction. So he's going to have to figure it out. Yeah, he still has some like towers being placed right there. Matt Boss is chilling. He's banking extra. Yeah, maybe getting a little bit of a surplus. Whoa, holy shit. Wait, how does Big Cranny have 14,000 stone? Oh my god, Big Cranny with the guild hall. Oh my god, guys, Big Cranny with the steel chair. Look, and now he's saving up wood. Guys. The MLG Bronzodia plays. Big Cranny saved up 14,000 stone in his guild hall. And now he's saving up for wood in his guild hall. And once he gets enough wood, you know he's coming for that booty. Oh my god, dude. This is so funny. Is the dreaded Big Cranny going to win this game? Like, breaking him, his is really entrenched, dude. It's got like keeps everywhere. Like towers, and they all actually have emplacements on them. Guys. It's happening. It is happening. Has rebuilding towers, and dude, I can't believe it. I can't believe. Matt Boss better hurry. Okay, Matt Boss actually just spent all of his gold on something. I'm not sure what he spent it on, actually. Was it a wonder? No, because he still has a stone. Looks like he's trying to set up some barracks down here. A little bit hard to say. No, these are from before. I don't know what Matt Boss just spent all of his gold on. Does he just have like 1 million units queued up? Maybe that's the case. No. Did he pay tribute to another player? I don't think you can do that. I don't know. Big Cranny with the wonder long game. I know. Yeah, how did he do that? Is he giving his... He couldn't have given him that. No, because he still has his stone. Matt Boss, his gold just tanked. I don't know what. Okay, so it looks like some French walls are coming up here in the back. So the French... Yeah, Big Cranny's going for a wonder. This is why he's building these walls back here. It's really coming down to economic warfare. It really is, yeah. I don't know. Did anybody see where Matt's gold maybe went? Okay, so we're seeing these. Do we see anything being built here? No, just hand cannoneers. The Chinese player's chilling, dude. Sleepy Lion he is chilling out. If there was an AoE drinking game, you would definitely have to finish your drink when a player forgets about the guild hall most of the game, yeah. So right now, guild hall is up to 1,000 wood, guys. The dreaded Big Cranny is coming in for the Wonder victory. I think he would actually potentially win it. Although Matt Boss would finally have to move. Like, Matt Boss would have to move his army. I think it's just been AFK there for a long time. Yeah, Matt says, LOL, whatever. Give me a minute to stack some resources. I wanted to wait until they knock each other out, but I want to get out of this game. So what he says, dude, he's like, end my suffering. Holy shit, I love it, dude. This is so funny. This is such a shithouse fucking game. Oh my god, I love it. Just the tears. I love it because, like, I'm suffering. You guys are suffering. The players are suffering. Oh, dude, I legit have tears in my eyes right now. It's just... Okay, I see the appeal of, like... I always wondered. I saw other channels doing, like, Bronze League heroes and, like, things like that. And now I'm starting to get it, because you just get the most ridiculous situations. Oh my god. Turns like the IRS looking for Matt's gold. Yeah, it's true, dude. It's true. Holy shit. Oh, I'm like crying tears of laughter right now. Now we watch the stream having an update and we need a rematch. Yeah. No, we're good. I feel so bad for the other 7 players. So I played a bunch of 4-player FFAs this week and none of them went over like an hour and a half. None of them. Yeah, this is just wild. And look, the Chinese, it's just still having this haggard standoff here with the French. Like, the Chinese have no siege. Like, literally, they can do nothing. These hand cannoneers aren't going to be able to do shit against all these keeps and towers. And Rebalquins, mind you. Matt Boss almost has enough, but he better watch out. Big Cranny, oh. Is Big Cranny doing it? Did he collect the guild hall? No, he didn't. But Big Cranny, guys, he's going to get that sweet, sweet wonder. I actually secretly hope that Big Cranny wins the game. I secretly want him to just, like, somehow make it into the finals with a bunch of, like, diamond and platinum players and just see what happens. Yeah, Matt's army is certainly well rested. Yes, correct. So Matt has enough now, guys. He's got enough for a wonder, but I don't know if I see it getting built yet. I don't know where it's going to go. Like, right here isn't a good idea because there's, like, 3 cannon towers right there, so... I guess you delete some buildings here. This is probably the spot, like right here. But you know what? He better hurry because Big Cranny's coming for that booty. He's coming. It's a 3-way deadlock. Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen this happen quite like this. This is one of the biggest stalemate games I've ever seen in an FFA. I've never encountered this. And I host FFA games every single stream I have. Every single stream. Sleepy's selling 50k food? Yeah, he is. He's got 10,000 gold, and now, oh, he's buying stone. Oh my god, Sleepy is trying to get his way to a wonder too. Oh my god. Who is going to be the first one? Honestly, whoever builds this first, give it to us. Give us the triple wonder. You know, Matt was waiting, but I don't think Matt truly understands how much of a stalemate it is up north. Like, he's waiting for them, and, like, he's actually going to maybe lose because of his patience. Like, he needs to just... Because Matt's army could steamroll any of these armies. Like, with all these French Royal Knights plus hand cannoneers backing them up, he's got, like, what, 35 hand cannoneers too? Against Chinese, who has 71 in total. This is a living embodiment of a Spider-Man meme. It is. Did Matt Boss build the wonder? Oh! Oh, baby, it's happening! The end of our suffering! The wonder in the corner! Let's get that wonder spam in chat. I don't have an emoji for it, but I need to get some Age of Empires emojis, actually. I'm going to work on that. I'll work on that this next week. Guys, do you believe? Do you believe in a thing called love? Just listen to the rhythm of your heart. It's right here. And is there going to be another wonder coming up? Big Cranny should build one too, honestly. He's got enough to build a wonder. Sleepy Lion is actually closing in on a wonder too, but Matt Boss might win this. He might win this. Matt Boss. And this position's pretty good. He's got triple keeps guarding the north, so that's nice in case China comes that way. And it looks like the Cathedral of St. Thomas is going to be finishing. Yeah, wonders. It's right here, round 2. Every time Turin says French Royal Knights for Matt's English Knights, take a shot. Oh shit, that's right, they're English. Oh my god, I've just been so off this whole game. I don't know why, I just saw Mass Cab and I assumed that they were French. Yeah, and he's obviously farming gold there. Chad Boss is coming in here. Oh my god. And now, like, this has been such, like, a slow game that, like, I'm really curious. I'm really, really curious, like, how this is going to go. Like, okay, China's moving out, but, like, He needs to get some defense here, dude. Like, the English army needs to move. Mad Boss needs to head down here and, like, actually defend this. Because if these guys get ahead of him... Look, the two dreaded turtles are both standing. They're having a stare down here. Okay, where is that army? The English army needs to move, dude. Dude, if he loses this... If he loses this wonder because he just doesn't move his army down there, I'm going to be so sad. Okay, there it goes. Just take everything, though. Not just the knights. Even though 80 knights might be able to win that fight, most likely would. Against... Although they are Chinese hand cannoneers. All right, guys. The Haggard Bronze Duel. It is time. It is time. All right, guys. Duel of Fates. Here comes the Cav. Okay, you need to engage. Attack. Charge for Sigmar. Here they come. Chasing down the army. Where are the hand cannoneers? Why did he not bring those? Okay, they're hustling down there as well. So the knights are swarming the hand cannoneers. And guys, now we're going to be switching to the wonder trackers. The big knights get a big surround of the hand cannoneers, but a lot of them aren't necessarily attacking. Seems like they're kind of doing the Shaun of the Dead circle dance right there. But if they just kill the bombard cannon, then the Chinese just can't get through the walls. Oh, that's such a meme, dude. And now they're going to pull back, I think. Knowing that he killed the cannon, he's like, all right, dude, I'm peacing out here. I'm good. Still a lot of hand cannoneers, but if this whole army engages, maybe. All right, guys, the big cranny is on his way down. 13 minutes for the sacred site. Hey, and so how many of you guys in chat are the players waiting in the grand finals? So, if you guys are waiting in the grand finals right now, as a reward for your patience, I'm going to raise the prize of the grand finals to be $50 more. So now the grand finals prize is going to be $100. So that's the reward for all of you guys being patient and waiting. So now instead of $50 for the grand finals, it's going to be $100 US dollars. So hopefully that makes it a little bit more worth it for some of you guys waiting. So there you go. So yeah, big crannies here. The handgunner legion's a little bit of a problem, but like they should have a little bit of hurt put on them right here. We have big crannies forces as well. I'm not really sure where they're going. This is definitely one of the most haggard games I've ever seen. Just ridiculous stuff. Did Cran build a wonder? No, Big Cranny hasn't done the wonder. Do we have a hashtag Cranny wonder? Yeah, 100% increase. Yeah, it's a reward for their patience. So for any of you guys waiting, you know, we got you covered. We got you covered. All right, big fight here. A lot of hand cannoneers on both sides. Obviously, the Chinese ones are a little bit better, but still damage is being done, and the Chinese army is being neutralized a little bit. And honestly, you know, Big Cranny's army here is probably going to get melted too, although he's got a lot of cannons, and he looks to be moving towards the King's Palace. Oh, shit. Okay, this is why you want to repair your landmarks. Because now, oh, no. You need to send those knights on those bombards right now, dude, or else you're going to lose the King's Palace. And then we're going to be back in the deadlock. No! No, Mad Boss! Get up there! Fight! Go kill the cannons! You can do this! You gotta go back, dude. Matthew Smith, here's some support for the long war. Oh my god, come on. Dude, please, Mad Boss, please. You're our last hope, dude. Get your whole army up there and fight. Get those cannons. Get the cannons. Get them. Get Crandy's cannons! Okay, he's on top of the cannons. One is down. Looks like he's going to be losing the other ones, and the hand cannoneers are coming up. Network of castles should be pretty good here. If Matt Boss attacks properly here, he should actually hold this. Okay, looks like all the cannons except one have been torched. He's going after the last landmark. Get the villagers to repair it. Oh, God. Such a tense moment. Such a tense moment. Oh, God. And Cranny should build a wonder right now, too. I think it's a little bit too much. It looks like the Chinese hand cannoneers will finally be taken out. Does Matt Boss have... Oh, he's got a huge army down here. Yeah, get those guys up. His rally point was a little bit off. Okay, both of the enemy armies have been thwarted for now. Matt Boss actually was able to hold. Dude, if he lost based on this King's Palace, I would be so sad. But the Wonder is doing well. Nobody else is building one. Oh, no. The single cannon. Villagers need to repair. Matt Boss, yeah, get the repairs going. He's got the rest of his army coming up. He should be able to repel this force. And he does take out the cannon. Holy shit. This is tense. Okay, China's coming back with a lot more hand cannoneers. See, all it takes is a little bit of wonder to get these guys going. Matt Boss is repairing. He's got 9 minutes and 55 seconds. If Matt Boss can keep rallying troops, he needs to get his rally points a little bit better. He has it down here. And, like, man, he had so much time to repair these landmarks, too. Like, that would have made a huge difference. Because now he's just in such a precarious situation where he has to, like, defend this one spot. Dude, this is a grind for sure. But I'm having a lot of fun with it. There's been a lot of memes in this game. You were supposed to end the stalemate, not worsen it. I know. Let's see how Big Cranny's doing on resources. Okay, Big Cranny can still build a wonder. 100%. Like, Big Cranny, if you're listening, you should build a wonder right now, dude. Like, 100%. We need the dreaded 600 ELO action in the grand finals. It needs to happen. Okay, Matt Boss is now engaging the Chinese hand cannoneer army, and I don't know if he's going to be able to beat it. It's going to be pretty tight. That's a ton of DPS. And is Cranny down here? He is. He's got a couple idle battering rams, but looks like the hand cannoneers are going to be hunted down by the English Knights as well as the men-at-arms, so they will be wiped once again. And honestly, Matt Boss is not that far off the wonder. How much resources does Matt Boss have? Matt Boss is pretty tight. Yeah, he doesn't have much. He's got a lot of food, so at least he can produce units. He's got food and gold, so he can make men-at-arms and knights. That's pretty much it. Don't know where these hand cannoneers are going. Looks like they're moving back, but China... Yeah, guys, I don't think the wonder is going to finish. I don't think it is. Because we have clock tower bombards, triple nest of bees. It's a good thing the Chinese player doesn't like rally their units over there, or else like this could actually be a little bit problematic for Matt. But Matt's just scrapping. Obviously the macro from Cranny's a little bit off. He doesn't have too much coming down here. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm going to let the players know in Discord right now. As a reward for your patience, I have increased the prize to 100. Cool. I just let the players know. So the prize pool's a little bit bigger now, which I think is going to be great. And thank you for the donation as well. The prize pool just comes out of my pocket, so Matthew, I really appreciate that. So Matt Boss is here, and it looks like the wonder, how long is it going? 7 minutes and 39 seconds. And he's got a pretty good army, honestly. A lot of men-at-arms. The Chinese army could... No, actually, you know what? I think the Chinese army loses. Guys, I think Matt Boss is going to win this shit. Looking up north, like, why is... Big Cranny needs to build that wonder. Just so, like, we don't have to wait as long if the game doesn't go. He needs to do it. Matt B says, hey, guys, sorry for the boring game. I tried... Well, the game... We're, like, live on the game right now, basically. So, yeah. We will see. If they win, it will be possibly another... long FFA. We will see, guys. We will see. Players were starting to talk about unionizing if they don't get some overtime pay. They were. It's true. Okay, so here comes the Chinese. They're moving on their way down. Looking to party. You got some battering rams over here. 1 and 2 are going down there. Let's see. And I'm going to go ahead and double check chat here. Cool. Looks like everybody's good. Everybody's still standing by. We have a new member as well. Thank you, Labatimir. Yes, good. Don't jinx it. I know. I won't. 6 minutes and 30 seconds, guys. A fair amount of time. Wait, why is the wonder stopping? Did somebody get the wonder? No, it's still here. Okay. Yeah, the timer. Oh, it only updates every 5 seconds. Okay, Matt. You might actually be able to get this, dude. You might be able to get this. It looks like the Chinese have a decent hand cannoneer army down here, but where are their bombard cannons? See, if you just snipe the bombard cannons, I'm pretty sure you just clean them up. They might be able to get through to the wonder. We'll have to see. So hand cannoneers here are chilling. Here comes the old army of the north. He's gonna make more food. Tell players to wait. Someone may donate more money. Yeah, it depends. Well, because when you guys donate, remember, I have to take taxes out of it, too. I have to pay taxes on this stuff, so I can't necessarily put 100% in unless it's done through, like, you guys sponsoring, where you would be sending the prize yourself, which I'm totally game for. I'm totally game for. Brutal, brutal damage coming in there. Honestly, Matt's army could roll down here and just stomp this force. I think they should. Although it looks like the red player's coming. I think Matt needs to move in and maybe get a little bit of work going. Try and steamroll this Chinese force while it's by itself before red arrives. We'll have to see. So we're not seeing a wonder being built by Big Cranny. I really do think he should. Okay, looking around. Zlami is landmark sniping with mass scouts in the practice round, is he right now? Nice, dude. Okay, he's getting prepared for the grand finals. They're all playing with Zlami. Great, perfect. I'm happy. So they have a practice round. That's good. I'm glad that everybody's being entertained. For the memes and the awesome match, hey, I'm glad you're enjoying it, dude. This is quite a bit of fun. Even though it's very grindy, I'm still enjoying it. This is going to be a tough hold for England here. I think they defeat this army, but like the question is the Chinese army. Oh, and there's a bombard cannon coming in here. The men-at-arms are going to be trying to run. Maybe just jump in the towers, honestly. That might be your best bet. So here, Matt Boss does move in. And did he manage to get his other landmark repaired? He did not. How much wood does he have? Not enough. He could buy some to maybe finish repairing this. But overall, the English army probably going to be dispatching this army here, going after all the artillery pieces. We do see the Chinese force moving in from the south. Honestly, if Matt Boss is able to hold this part, then I think he wins. If he could like keep the King's Palace alive and muster an army, like the Red Army put up a decent fight, but these players aren't really excellent at macroing a big reinforcement corps, so he has a little bit of time. Matt Boss's Wonder is chilling in the corner. Yeah, it is. And how long do we have on that right now? Ooh, I see a second Chinese bombard cannon coming for the King's Palace, guys. He might be in danger here. Now he's moving down to the south, having dealt with that. And now he just needs to repair this. So buy some wood instantly and then repair the King's Palace. Come on, Matt. Come on. Repair it, Matt. Come on. Come on. Come on. Where's the repairs? Where are the repairs, Matt? Please. Matt. Matt. Don't do it to us. No, God, no. Matt. Matt, no. Matt. Simon, just joined the stream. What is this, dude? This is just like... So this is one of the first round games in our FFA tournament. Everyone else finished like an hour and a half ago. Oh my God, guys. In the dreaded Big Cranny Wonder. Oh my God, dude. Hey, Simon Benjamin, thank you for the 50. So guys, Simon Benjamin coming in with the steel chair donation, helping me to pay for that raised prize pool. Matt. Hey, Matt, we still love you, dude. That was I'm sure, miserable. But I think you could have won it. Like, a little bit quicker on taking those bad boys out. Like, buy some gold and repair it, and I think you win the game. Guys, the suffering continues. Come on, Cranny. Wait, why did he cancel it? No. Did you just cancel your Wonder? Don't you dare say you can't. Rebuild that Wonder. Okay, there you go. Jesus. I was going to be like, dude. Matt, you were the chosen one. I declare Matt the winner. Oh my God, dude, the dreaded Cranny is the 600 ELO getting to the grand finals. I love FFA. It's so fun. It's so funny, dude. Big Cranny, big play. Can you just call the game? No, dude, of course not. We have to suffer together. FM, Rip Matt Boss, thank you. And Delis Wall, thank you guys. Dude, hey Matt, we love you, dude. You were a champ that game. You were a champ. That was winnable, though. You almost had it. Does the 2 hours and 42 minutes... No, the game has been going this long. The stream has been going... We've been streaming this game for an hour and a half. So I joined the game an hour and a half in because I was expecting to start the stream on the grand finals, but there was one game still being played, so I just jumped in. All right, guys. Time to get the dreaded Big Cranny. Like, you think this stalemate's going to be broken anytime soon? Yeah, no. My favorite part about this is he's only building it with 11 workers, so it adds even more to our suffering. Big Cranny, our hero, he is. I hope Big Cranny takes the whole event. Like everybody, all the diamond and platinum players who are in the grand finals just like beat each other into like oblivion, and then he's just in the corner with the Wonder winning. Yeah, there's no way. I mean, the Chinese player, like it is possible for China to win this, but I don't know if he's going to get enough momentum. Like based on what I've seen so far, Sleepy Lion has been doing well, but. Yeah, guys, we got cannon towers coming up everywhere. Okay, he pulled more villagers. Great. Why he a champ, someone explain. I'm not sure what you're referring to, bud. A great chat indeed. At this point, almost 3 hours into one game, I can't fault any players for playing suboptimally. Oh, 100% agree. 100% agree. I would be like, there is money. There's now $100 on the line, though. Not for this game, but the winner of this game goes to the grand finals to play for that, which is going to be good. Can you fast forward again? Dude, I am as fast forwarded as I can possibly be. We have to suffer for another 15 minutes. All right, so Wonder Tracker's here. Hey, it's all good. You know, I wanted to have a 5-hour stream today anyway, so this is good. The stealthy 600 ELO champ. Dude, Cranny is the legend. He's the legend we all deserve. Okay. So, a random keep coming up. China is amassing its armies on the border. And, yeah, now he's got to start moving through all this shit. Big Cranny, you know, not the king of macro, but, you know, in terms of being persistent. He is persistent. Yeah, look at this. He's got just like a single cannon over here just trolling. Thank you guys so much. Hey, and Rain, thank you for the 100 NOK. You were supposed to bring balance to the force, not leave it in darkness. Hell yeah, man. Thank you. Really appreciate that, Rain. Thank you guys so much. How about you stream a casual game of Warhammer while we wait? No, this is good. I want to see how this ends. I am invested in this game. Okay, Cranny's going for the mass towers in the back. He's got like spring alts up on the hill and shit. This man is ready for war. You know, only a casual 13 minutes here. So China is finally going to get aggressive, you know. And they got their bombard cannons hammering down some of the keeps. You got some spearmen and men-at-arms moving. I mean, the Chinese army is just so good. Dude, you know what would be just the ultimate hell? Like how we would transcend this reality and end up in the fifth plane of suffering is if like Sleepy Lion attacks and kills the Wonder but like doesn't quite finish, and then Cranny stabilizes and it goes back to fighting again. How bad do you guys want that? Yeah, Sacred Sites are very much on the table. I mean, Red could go get that if he wants to, but you know, it'd be pretty easy for Yellow to shut down. We have like mass cannon emplacements coming. This has been the long game plan here from Cranny. He's been scheming since his birth for this victory. This is the moment he's been leading up to his entire life. Coming for blood. All right, so the French Knight's gonna go in. The classic Cranny attrition, sends in the Cav to get mowed down there just to buy a little bit of time. But hey, you know, if they buy time, that works. Hey, David, you're looking at the grindiest FFA game we've ever had, and this is a 4-player. I think the record for FFA games on stream is actually about this length, and that was with 8 people. This is with 4 people. Sacred Sites are 10 minutes, correct. But, you know, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think Red's going to go down there and do that. Basically, it's going to be the Chinese army slow pushing through, like, this nest of just entrenched. Like, Cranny has been so meticulous that he has been building all of these up. He has been building all these, like, every single one of these emplacements has, like, a cannon tower on it. It's like nothing is easy here. This is just all suffering. Can we check vision of the players? Yeah, we can if you want. I mean, you can see, like, it's kind of, you know, he just sees this fat army here. That's all he really knows. So Cranny has got he's got his Notre Dame here, guys. He's got his old trade routes, and this is what's been setting Cranny apart from his opponents. Is like, even though like maybe the macro is suboptimal and sometimes the micro, like he's been trading better than everyone else. He got a long trade route. So this is where you're seeing it, guys. You know, sometimes you'll see these like these fighters who are really flashy and maybe high micro in MMA, but then you have the guy like the fundamentals guy who just is really good at all the basic stuff and he ends up winning the fight, right? That's what Cranny is. Matt says he really wants Cranny to win. I think you're gonna get that. Like, I don't see the Chinese player isn't moving quick enough. He needs to just like dedicated beeline, like straight north, just like that, and just go bananas. Okay, so big shots coming in here. Perfect. And ladies and gentlemen, he continues moving. 11 minutes? Like, dude, there's no way. There's no way. Cranny's just gonna keep throwing bodies at him. And if Cranny's able to snipe out the clock towers, I wonder if his name is like a cranberry, if that's like the inspiration. The cannon towers are doing good though. They're like wearing down this army, right? Like every shot is picking off a couple units, and yeah, honestly, the Chinese army, if it runs out of hand cannoneers, it's gonna be really thin. I'm so glad Wonders exist though. Imagine how much suffering this game was. Like China could have been doing this for sure. I don't even care what happens in the finals. Cranny has won my heart. I will pitch in a bit. Hey, Bosuave, thank you so much. Dziękuję bardzo, my friend. I hope you're doing very, very good. Would it be bardzo proszę? Is that how I would say that? Yeah. Dziękuję, my friend. Jak się masz, by the way. I hope you're doing bardzo dobrze in the land of Poland based on your name there. I could be wrong, but dziękuję za donation. Very tasty with the 20. Big with the 2 G's. That's right, baby. Thank you, thank you. He is big with the 2 G's. I feel like when we get to the grand finals after this game, like everybody's just going to be following the dreaded Cranny. Nobody's going to care about anything else. It's just going to be like, how's he doing? You know, what is he up to? Is he surviving? It would be a true Cinderella story if he managed to win the grand finals against where there's a pro player. We have a pro player. We have Zlami playing in there, so that's going to be pretty crazy. This game is almost as long as the Fellowship of the Rings. Yeah, the extended. We're creeping up on the extended edition. All right, the dreaded Cranny charge coming in. Sleepy Lion preparing. The French Knights moving in. Big charges. Couple hand cannoneers going down, but for the most part, it is a complete massacre. As the French Knights are going to get mowed down. Although, honestly, getting a little bit of good damage as they concave this side of the formation and are able to chop down some of these units here. All right, I'm loving it, man. Big towers blasting away. The clock towers shooting in. Notre Dame's only 9 minutes away, guys. There's absolutely no way that's going to be happening. Hey, simp for Sigmars. Hey, I respect that. Thank you for the tenor. Greatly appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Oh my God, guys, I can't believe it. Turin, community hears you pay for the suffering out of pocket. Community decides to pinch in to help. You've got a nice group of folks. Yeah, we got great people here. I love this community, man. It's so much fun. Dude, and like, that's what's fun about this FFA tournament, right? Like, in normal... Sorry about that. In normal 1v1 tournaments, you know, you're not gonna like see like underdogs like this. It's always gonna be the sweatiest. But here you actually see underdogs having a chance to win against, you know, opponents who are perhaps a little bit more practiced than them. Oh, Cranny's got to play in the finals after this. He's got to, dude. I would be so sad. But if Cranny dropped, then we would just take Sleepy Lion, for example. And then if Sleepy Lion couldn't, we would just take, you know, Matt Boss. All right, guys. The shots ringing out. The Chinese, like, China could have been doing this the whole game, like pushing like this and actually making progress. They were just so defensive. And they're definitely getting a huge rolling thunder on these guys. Yep, moving closer and closer to the Wonder, but the Cranny stands ready. Look at this. He's got like 10 spring ults up here. He's got like spring ults up on the hills. These guys are like the watch and the Gondor watch, waiting for the torch to be lit. He's got some wild ass, you know, Revolquins back here. 7 minutes left, man. China's definitely trying their best to get up here, though. I was there 3,000 years ago when 3 wonders were built. Yeah. Whoever wins this game is going to be too worn out. Hey, I mean, that's part of it, you know? So I don't know if any of you guys are MMA fans, like martial arts fans, but in the early days of mixed martial arts, like the UFC, they actually had tournaments. So instead of having like you fight one fight every like 6 months, they would get like 8 fighters, and they would fight like until they reached the grand final. So they would have like 3 or 4 fights in a night, which is insane. So some of the guys would be like knockout artists, right? And they would be able to like, you know, win a fight quickly with a knockout. And then you would have guys who were like wrestling and grappling for 25 minutes, and they would have to like just be exhausted going into the next round. And that's part of it here. Yeah, that's part of it. I love it. Dude, and he's just like, look at this rat's nest of towers. And the guild hall has just been so clutch. Look, he's banking stone, guys. So the Cranny is banking stone so he can build cannons like everywhere. Oh, is he going to go through this way? Interesting. I don't know if that's going to be quicker. Probably not. Yeah, maybe it is, actually. I don't know. China's getting that push. Nick says, I took a nap and woke up and the game is still going. It is. The key push is ridiculous. Yeah, you don't really need that. I mean, it does help you entrench your position against counter pushes, so I do like it. Turin, is there a big MMA fight this weekend? I'm not sure, actually. I think we have, who do we have? Yeah, there is a big fight this weekend. It's, my brain is so focused on age right now, I can't remember the names of the fighters. Hey, Charles, thanks for becoming a member. Welcome to the Dukes of Haggard. The memberships grow. The Legion of Haggard rises. So seriously, what kills that Chinese army? Nothing. Because Cranny doesn't have good enough macro. He has like 5 barracks or something, so he's not able to produce a big enough army. He basically just intermittently sends knights in to just buy time. And it kind of is working. I mean, he's down to, what, like 5.5 minutes, give or take? This is definitely the Lords of Bronze battle. Westsider says, discovered you 2 months ago and got me into RTS seriously and discovered the community. Just fought AoE 4 last night. Dude, Westsider, I hope to see you in some of the games, man. Hope to see you conquering these dreaded FFA tournaments. What the hell is this? Look, there's like a random ass wall up here. What is Cranny doing? Maybe he's gonna try and get some like archers up here just to be very thematic and hold the keep. Anyways, China's pushing, but like, this is a dense rat's nest, you know? This is like on one of those hoarder shows when people like hoard, you know? And they just have like layers and layers of trash, and you see the experts come in to like try and clean up the hoarding situations, and they're like, holy shit, I have so much to get through. That's basically what's going on right now. There's just so much Haggard shit in the way that I just don't think it's gonna fly. Nick Larson, well, now you have to take a shot every time I say that word. No, yeah, no, that would not fly. Just bought Zonda War 2, thanks to your streams. It's really fun, it's really fun. All right, guys. The Dreadlord himself moves on. And you know, this is kind of a blessing as well, because if we had gotten to the grand finals right away, a lot of people would have actually missed it. Now we have a fully erect, you know, 1,000-person stream where you guys are going to be able to see the grand finals in all of its glory as well. In before Notre Dame suddenly catches fire during maintenance? No, dude. No. Don't you dare put that evil on us. Don't you dare do it. So, Big Cranny's getting his landmark attacked. But it does not matter because he's got the guild hall back here and the Red Palace. So clearly he was planning for a wonder from the beginning. 4 minutes left for the Chinese to get there. I don't think they're going to be able to do it. Oh, we could fast forward a little bit. Shit, okay. I don't know how they got ahead in terms of time, but now I'm able to fast forward, so we can do this. This is just so much better here. So once again, another force of cav does move out. And the hand cannoneers moving up. The big fight is upon us. The map for the grand finals is going to be Arabia, just so we don't get like a super long, like miserable, like, you know, Hill and Dale type game. And the Chinese are getting through, guys. 2 minutes and 14 seconds. It looks like the game has ended one way or the other. Either Cranny wins via Sacred or the Chinese kills landmarks. We're about to find out. This is going to be the epic climax to this duel of fates. You're waiting for Cranny to destroy the landmark and move to another location? Oh my god, don't put that evil on us. Look, he's just like throwing French bodies. He's like, Forza lady! Just moving in there, I love it. And look at just the rat's nest. Oh guys, we gotta slow down for the Rebalquin push. Let's go. Here they come. Oh yeah, let's go. The Rebalquins, baby. They didn't, oh, he didn't shoot them. He didn't give them an attack move, but he still wins. It is over. It is done. The Cranny has won. All right, let me communicate with the players now. All right, where's the Cranny? Big Cranny says, oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna puke. That was so intense. All right, so Nolosi, we are ready for finals. So, Cranny, Big Cranny, please add at Nolosi. Let's get that finals going. Holy shit, it's over. It is finally over. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. 3 hours and 1 second. Nailed it. The dreaded 3-hour match. Okay. Big Cranny with the steel chair in the end. I can't believe he won that, dude. I can't believe it. It's over. It's over, Mr. Frodo. All right, so I believe Nolosi they're in their practice game right now. Okay, they're in the lobby. No stream delay. Uh-huh. So guys, the prize is now $100 thanks to all of your generous donations. So there's certainly more at stake here. Do it. Just jump in lobby first. Okay, so Big Cranny's going to be grabbing a protein bar and some water real quick. Oh god, dude, that game. Holy shit, that was just so freaking wild, bro. I wonder what Westerly thinks about being knocked out early. He's probably grateful that it happened. He's like, no, watch the replay. Are you kidding me? Matt Boss should make some food for Big Cranny so we can continue playing. I think so. I say rematch. Dude, don't put that evil on us, bro. Do not. That game was just wild. Sleepy Lion's going to bed. He's like, I'm tired. Okay. So Big Cranny will be back. How many people in the final? 8. So I'm going to grab some water myself too, guys. So just hang tight. If you're enjoying this, please do drop a like. It's something I want to do on the channel every week, so. None of the games were that fast, guys. That one was insane. For that long. Alright guys, I'm back. So we're just getting ready for the finals right now. We need to get Cranny in chat, talking with you guys. Cast that game for the channel. I mean, I can always just rip it off there and put it back up, so. Alright, so whenever, Melosi, whenever Cranny is ready. Cool. Alright guys, so we're just hanging out for now. And we're good. Alright, how you guys doing? Hope you're doing well. Now we're just going to be chilling and waiting for a minute. Dude, that was a freaking match, bro. That was crazy. That was nuts. Everybody prepare for Salami's mass scout cheese. I hope so. I hope we see some like innovative strategies, like something really crazy, you know? That'd be pretty cool. Dude, that game was like a spiritual experience. I feel like we all went through this like kind of ascension, you know, together. I dread the finals now. No, the finals will be much quicker because there's a lot of like really scary players in the grand finals for sure. I just hope that Cranny can somehow win the grand finals. What do you think of the last duel? Did I not update the thumbnail for the stream? Well, a couple people have said that. Hold on. No, it should be updated. I haven't seen the movie yet, so I don't know. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. Okay. Taking a look at this. They're in the lobby. Just waiting for Homeboy to get some water as well as a little snack, and we'll be good to go. Okay, they're starting. Matt Boss says, congratulations to the win, Iron Bladder, and great diplomacy. There you go. Good sportsmanship all around. So they're going to be starting. And as soon as I can observe, I will. Let's switch this on over. It's time. It's time, baby. Let's go. Hell yeah. All right. Hopefully they didn't put a stream delay on it. Looks like the game is still loading up here. It's a very nice intermission screen. Yeah, it's great, man. It's great. I normally don't use Facecam, but I feel like today we deserve it. Sheesh turn. Going back to the mullet for another ever. No, it's not a mullet at the moment. All right, guys. Let's make it official. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the French, led by Nolosi. Arakan, going to be playing the Abbasid dynasty. John Wick's dog is going to be the Rus. The English shall be helmed by the Dread Pirate Roberts. Jean-Marie will be the Chinese. Zlami is going to be Chinese as well. Judgin Z on the English. And the dreaded, unbeatable Big Cranny once again coming in on the French. So that is going to be it. Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts, get ready. $100 cash prize on the line for this Duel of Fates. For anybody just getting here as well, the way that the format worked is that we had 8 pods of 4 players. The winner of each of those pods advanced on to play in the grand final. So this is it. This is it. Turin, the first time I've seen you on stream, your voice doesn't match your looks. Hey, yeah, I've heard that before. Remember when you thought a 4-player FFA would be faster? I think it's slower because more players have an opportunity to get entrenched. Maybe so. Turin, I thought you were bald. No, that's Italian Spartacus. my good old pal. So, let's take a look at the spawn location so you guys can know what's up. Nolosi is going to be spawning in the northwest. To his east is the Dread Pirate Roberts. To the south is going to be Arakan and the Abbasid. To the far east, it is going to be the French, who's going to be Big Cranny, looking to set up his glorious empire. To the south, we have Judgin Z. Judgin Z is, of course, going to be the English. We saw him playing English earlier as well, if I'm not mistaken. In another game, another Chinese player. This is going to be Zlami, so if you guys don't know him, Zlami is a streamer as well. He streams over on Twitch, is an excellent top-tier player, very high diamond. I think he's pretty close to Conqueror. I think he's Diamond 2 or Diamond 1. So I believe he is the highest-ranked player in our event today. But again, diplomacy is a thing. Players can kind of team up and go after the biggest and strongest players. That really is something that's completely viable. We have the Rus spawning to the west, who are going to be led by John Wick's dog, and Jean-Marie is going to be the Chinese as well on the far west. So very exciting stuff. Obviously, any win conditions are on the table, whether it be sacreds or wonders, any of that sort of witchcraft there. And yeah, should be quite a bit of fun. Misha saying, I mean, we do have a cursed picture with bald Turin and Sparty with hair. Yeah, the Photoshop. Yeah. Why did Zlami with 20 points more? I'm not sure what you mean. Maybe it's just the way he built his army in the beginning. Yeah. Where's your Discord link? So if you go to my website, which is linked in the description, it should be totaltavern.com. You can find a Discord link there, or some of our glorious mods here in chat can help you out and get you a Discord link. And we'll be all good. So, Zlami has been, he was the king of Delhi. He probably still is. In the earlier days, he was one of the players that was really innovating with Delhi, using Dumbos and crazy, just wild strategies with like walls, like walling people in their base and like tower rushing them. Like he is just the Dark Lord of strange strategy. So I'm very eager to see what he's going to be doing. But it looks like he's going for a taxation opening. He's getting wood as well as the mill here. So I think he's just going to be going for hard taxes. Although it looks like there's a villager heading on over to this gold node. So maybe he will do a little bit of a long distance mining here. And yes, that's certainly true. Some of you guys in chat articulating the point that if you are, the highest ranked player, sometimes what can happen is you're going to have a big target on your head and you're going to get hunted and things are going to be very, very crazy indeed. Now, looks like it's going to be School of Cavalry. That is an extremely, extremely fast feudal age here from the French at 2 minutes and 30 seconds, which is usually indicative of aggression. So I wonder if the French player is going to be trying to knock out any of their opponents here. We'll certainly have to find out. Should be quite a bit of fun. So over to the west, Chinese going for more of a standard opening, just gold and bushes here with the supervisor hitting here. So Jean-Marie is going to be supervising that and probably doing a little bit of taxation as well. So yeah, a lot of players here, I believe, are at least platinum rank. I believe there's a couple who are like silver and gold, but again, they're FFA players. It's a bit of a different game, right? Like, you can totally team up. Like, if Zlami becomes too tyrannical, for example, chat, of course, could just be like, hey, let's do something about this. Let's team up. And, there's only so many players you can take. Like, I think if we're talking like bronze players, I think like a pro player could take several of them. But if we're talking about like, gold and above, that's going to be actually kind of difficult because they have the basics of macro down and can really, really do some decent work. So I'm curious to see the Abbasid player too. Abbasid are very risky in FFA because they only have 2 landmarks. So obviously they can get sniped out much easier than other factions, which is something that's really a shame. Horus Heresy, thank you for the 20 birthday stream to relax. Happy birthday, Horus Heresy. Hope you're doing well. You're born in 82, I'm imagining, so a little bit older than myself, but hey man, life's good. Happy birthday. Thanks for spending it with us. School of Cavalry is the landmark here for Nilosi. Looking at the landmark here for the English, not seeing too much funny business yet. The Abbasid, of course, going to be going economic wing, most likely to get into the fresh foodstuffs. Down here, we do see the dreaded Big Cranny. He's got that long distance wood mining a little bit far away from his base, but he's does he have anyone on food? Holy shit. Oh, dude, look at the big MLG Cranny place. He moves all of his villagers over and is doing like a deer camp right away. That is some big balls plays right there, which I like. Obviously it's risky because you're away from your base, but in an FFA game, you're rarely going to be getting punished too hard for that. Now, no duels yet. Zlami has reached feudal age. Looks like he does have the Imperial Palace, which is quite good. Good to be increasing the taxation on both of these buildings here, so he can certainly do pretty well for himself. And has a little bit on gold, but is focusing heavily on food. Probably going to be going fast castle, but I honestly would expect a second TC from him. Unless he's got some really weird shit where he's going to be like massing scouts and really looking to just kind of hunt someone down. It's not my birthday today. No, my birthday's actually in July. It's coming up soon. It's coming up. It's coming up. Dang. Off to work. Have fun, dudes. Hey, take care, man. The video will be here for you later, NN. I love this from Nilosi or for Jean-Marie, the double TC. I think in FFA, one of the biggest ways to win is greed. Obviously you run a little bit of a risk, but statistically speaking, the odds of you getting rushed in an FFA are pretty damn slim. So I think taking that risk is for sure worth it. For sure. Yeah, it's good stuff. Today is also a national holiday in your country. Oh, yeah, right on, cool. Now, Tower of Victory, I don't think we have a single Delhi player in the game. I don't think we do. We do have Abbasid, which are a little bit uncommon as well. So looking at all the civs, yeah. So what are we missing? We have 2 English players, a Rus player, double French, Abbasid, and double Chinese. So I'm really actually quite shocked to not see any Holy Romans. I feel like Holy Romans are a really good FFA civ. The fact that they get like more durable buildings and walls and shit, and infinite gold from relics, I think is so good. Like Men-at-Arms spam can be very strong, and they have culverins too. So yeah, I feel like Holy Romans are a really good FFA civ. I'm surprised we didn't see one. So second TC coming down from Jean-Marie, going to be setting up here next to the Hunch Camp, which is obviously a veteran play. Very, very good stuff. Down here in the south, we do have John Wick's dog, and he's actually getting an early stable in archery range. I wonder if he's going to get aggressive. Holy shit, what if John Wick's dog just went bananas and like attacked Zlami down here and tried to finish him off? That would be some like crazy drama because Zlami hasn't built any military yet. He does have the Barbecue of the Sun, which would probably let him live long enough to set up his goodness. But yeah, that would be crazy. Over to the east, we just have Judge and Z. He is a pretty high level player. I believe he's a high platinum as well. So he's kind of in the spectrum of skill in terms of, platinum and diamond range and could be a big threat. And he's going for a big kind of English farm opening. Getting a couple longbows as well. Ooh, I think he's going to go harass his neighbor to the west. Looks like Zlami's going to get poked a little bit. Big Cranny, the Dreadlord from last game, has reached the feudal age. He's got his hunt camp going here. What a champ. And a second TC from the Abbasid. So great call from Arakan. I think that's the way to do it. Even at this point, with Abbasid, I might even consider a third TC. I think just going full greed for Abbasid is going to be the way to do it. Because they don't have any like big fancy tricks in terms of like infinite gold or anything like that. So I would totally be down to see that kind of a thing. Now, several of these players have won big FFA games on my channel. We've seen John Wick's dog win, we've seen Nilosi win, and we've seen Dread Pirate win. Those are 3 veterans of the channel who we've seen actually win big competitive FFA games. So I'll be interested to see how they fare, for sure. Zlami just going Song Dynasty, 1 TC though, and looking at his resources, let's go ahead and see. Is he banking towards Castle Age? It looks like it. No, he's not. Saving up a ton of wood. What is he going to be doing with 800 wood? He's always got so many weird schemes. Another TC probably, yeah. So he's going to be getting a TC here. Yep, setting it up right next to this wood line, which is quite strong. And we do see, okay, guys, Judge and Z is coming across. He's moving. He's coming. He's looking to strike. Going to be harassing Zlami's base. The dreaded English longbow rush in an FFA game. You certainly don't expect that, but Zlami has a lot of wood, so he could probably build a couple stables and just like macro out some horsemen real quick, which is what I would imagine he'll probably do. All right, guys, Zlami's going to be the first one to get attacked, and he's going to get his Imperial officials shot at here. Looks like the English longbowman going to be getting into the lumber line. Almost picking one off, but Zlami, is he going to be able to hide him? Dude, this is so troll. This is so troll, dude. Look at Judge and Z. He hides some longbowmen in Zlami's lumber line, but Zlami's going to be able to just go mine over here. He should be fine, but that's pretty troll, man. That's a wild one. And there's more longbows coming out, and it looks like he picked off the scout of John Wick's dog, and he's going to be taking out those sheep to deny his opponents the sheep. Oh my god, guys. He's got a blacksmith. Holy shit. Is he going to battering ram all in his neighbor? Now, this is actually a little bit dangerous for Zlami. You know why? Because Judge and Z is actually a decent ranked ladder player as well. So if he just turns this into a 1v1, and Zlami's kind of has this FFA mindset, that would be some wild, wild shit. Oh my god, guys. Could this happen? He's mining so much stone. What is he going to do? Oh, is he going to set up stonewall towers? What is Zlami doing with all that stone? Okay, so we have a stable coming out. It is not being supervised at this moment. We have no wood being harvested by Zlami. We do have the double TC. And more longbows are coming in. Dude, Judge and Z is going for the kill. Holy shit. This is wild, dude. This is real wild. He's going to have to go like full military mode here. He can't like, I don't think he can afford to be greedy anymore. Like how much stone does he actually have? He has like 600 stone. I don't know what he's going to do with it. Is he going to build like stonewall towers and shit? So we get the first horseman heading over here. Going to be attacking 4 longwomen. Might be able to kill them, although I think the longwomen should barely win that. He needs to supervise his stable and mine lumber like over here to pay for the horsemen, and then he should be fine. Look how many villagers he has on food right now. So the one horseman picks off quite a few archers, and guys, John Wick's dog is coming as well. They're coming in for the kill. Holy shit, guys. This Zlami is in the danger zone. People know there's a pro player in the game, and they're just like, they got to take him out. But Zlami should be, I think he should be able to hold this though. Like with good micro and good control, I think he's going to be able to do it. Yeah, and just jump in your TC here. And this John Wick's dog's army isn't that threatening here. I think you could just jump in the TC and probably be able to defend these guys off. And you have the barbecue of the sun as well. Now, are we seeing battering rams coming out? Field engineering? Yes, we are. Siege engineering is coming. Double barracks. Okay, Zlami's got to put his big boy hat on now. He's got to be very ready for this because they are getting very aggressive. Now, up in the north, look at this. Aggression everywhere. The Dread Pirate Roberts is also attacking Nolosi. Nolosi's in the TC. A lot of people are being punished for their greed right now, but Dread Pirate is not taking any prisoners, guys. Of course, he's a pirate. It makes sense. But, yeah, Nolosi's going to have to prepare for this, and School of Cavalry is going to be making some knights. Most likely, we have archers coming out. We have 2 stables, so double knights should be able to deal with this army. It's going to be pretty tight for sure. So they tried to... So you know what's really funny, guys? In this game, they played a practice match before this with all the finalists, and Zlami, I think, won that. So I think everybody was like, you know, like, okay, we got to take this guy seriously. We got to be prepared for this. So knights and archers here should be able to beat this army pretty easily, because then you just get your archers to snipe the English spears, and then the French knights will just massacre everyone else. But John Wick's dog is lining up on the border, and do we have siege engineering coming in? Dude, I can't believe this is happening. If he dies, dude, that is going to be a wild situation. If Zlami can survive this, though, that's also going to be incredibly impressive. And if anybody can, you know, he's a professional player, so... Gold Vein is being mined like an absolute monster. It looks like Zlami's going to be trying to go Castle Age. Yeah, he is. So he is on his way to Castle Age. We got 1,200 resources and 600 here. And yeah, he's going to be going Castle right now. Most likely going to be building the clock tower to get the goodies. So here comes the battering rams. And this is a platinum player, guys. This guy is good. He's got like good control. Going to be very, very scary. And Zlami's army is kind of bare bones, actually. John Wick's dog is kind of chilling up north. He's not being attacked by anyone. He does have a Chinese neighbor to the north. Maybe he'll kind of change his mind and head up in that direction. Looks like John Wick's dog is going to head back. So Zlami, at this point, really just has to deal with this aggression from the English player. 1 TC might pay the price here. Not a huge deal. He's already gotten a ton of villagers, and he is in Song Dynasty, so I think he should be kind of cozy there. Now, looking up in the north, we do have the longbows moving across. And look at this. Nolosi's setting up the Great Wall. He's like, screw this shit. I don't want to die to this. And this is some classic FFA stuff. He's got a wall here. England has 3 frickin' battering rams, dude. That is wild. So archers should be getting supervised. Do we see Castle Age coming from Zlami? I don't think so. It looks like he's kind of changed his momentum to just producing mass units. Yeah, he's going for pro scouts as well. So battering rams are moving for the Barbican into the sun. Up north, we do have the Roos kind of taking it easy a little bit. So John Wick's dog is just chilling a little bit. The battering ram is here. Going to be going after the old barbecue of the sun. Nice pro scouts. Going to be dropping off some food. Maybe should have dropped them off a little bit further back in the base. But now we have Zhugnu coming out. Zhugnu will pack some huge DPS against this army. And I I think if Zlami can hold back the English here, I think he'll be okay. He's going to lose a couple landmarks, though, for sure. Now, are we seeing any other aggression? So the big cranny is just chilling. We know how he plays. He likes to just chill. And he's going to be sitting back here. A lot of villagers on wood. I mean, the eco here for your boy is actually quite good. I mean, he's got a shit ton of villagers already. I think he's already got 69 villagers. Looking at the English, his villager count is currently at 40, right? Like 43 or something like that. So pretty big difference. But Barbecue of the Sun does go down. Now there's 4 battering rams here. A lot of Zhugnu coming out. And looks like the Rus are just kind of camping out, dude. Everyone's setting up their little empires. The Rus better be careful. If they get too much of a hard-on for attacking Zlami down here, like, they could potentially get smashed by Jean-Marie. And this guy is a very strong player as well. So John Wick's dog has reached Castle Age. The battering rams are now into Zlami's base. He's setting up more houses in the back, obviously getting a ton of wood so he can build military infrastructure, but I think it's time for a fight. We got Zhugnu coming out. Zhugnu should be able to put on a ton of damage. So yeah, he's moving up. He's got horsemen. Zlami for sure wins this fight, I think. Those repeater crossbows are going to be crazy. Like, those spears are going to get melted. Villagers need to be pulled to deal with the battering rams right now, and obviously Zlami is, you know, a very, very scary player. So if anybody's going to be able to hold off this aggression from a platinum player, which is very, very good, mind you, it's going to be him. So the battering rams are thwarted, and somehow Zlami lives, dude. This is crazy. Yeah, all 3 battering rams go down. Zhugnu able to force back the English archers, and he's going to be behind for sure, but he is far from gone. Oh, the big cranny. I love the big cranny's playstyle. Look at this, just walls for days. Nolosi setting up the Great Wall of the French, if I'm not mistaken, up here. And John Wick's dog is not 2v1ing. So this could be a moment. Oh, guys, I think I know what's going to happen. Oh, man, Zlami's coming for vengeance. Zlami's coming for vengeance. Guys, I've seen him do this before. He's pulling all these workers, and he's going to tower rush his opponent right now. Oh, my God. He's just going to... Like, at the cost of perhaps his own life, he's just going to be tower rushing here. Holy shit. Oh, man. And he's got... Look how many villagers got pulled. Like 100. He has a little bit of eco in his base, but not much. And he is villager rushing this English player. He's like... He wants blood. Oh, my God, guys. It's happening. The Zhugnu are moving. Here they are. Oh, my God. And the English player's just like, what the hell's happening here? I don't know. This could lose Zlami the game, though. Oh my God, is he going for a landmark snipe? I think he's going for a landmark snipe. Holy shit, he is. He's going for a landmark snipe. He's going for the TC with all of his villagers. Dude, this is such a balls deep play. This is so risky. And look, the English villagers are being pulled into repair en masse. But honestly, I think England holds this. That is so haggard. I think Zlami was perfectly fine, but doing this might actually lose him the game. Although, I mean, if he kills the TC, that's going to be setting England back to the Stone Age, and he is playing Song China, so he might be able to do this. Dude, he has 32 villagers here, but the numbers are going down. England is repairing, and England has a lot of longbows here. The Chinese army is looking very, very bare bones. Taking out the TC would be pretty brutal. Okay, England is now out of wood. China is probably just going to torch the TC, and now they're running. Okay. It didn't quite work out. Zlami went for the big crazy play. And see, this is what I'm talking about. He's always been known for this kind of like wild-ass play like this. And he's going to be pretty far behind now, though. Like, he just lost a ton of villagers and most of his army. I think Zlami honestly could have just like geared up, and you know, his opponent is a platinum player over here, like I said. I know I've said that a lot, but a lot of the players in this game aren't 1v1 players, but if anybody could like be ready to handle such an all-in cheese like this, yeah. But Zlami, man, making it entertaining for sure. Is he going to repair the Barbican of the Sun here? I think he probably will. Because now he's going to get pressured super hard. I mean, he threw a lot of his army away. The English TC is actually burning down, but it looks like it's being repaired right now. So England coming in with the longbows. Up north, do we have any aggression? Looks like a bit of a standoff. Dread Pirate Roberts and Nilosi just having a good old stare down with one another. Zlami might be able to still hold this. I mean, oh my God, Zlami's going mass scouts, guys. You know, he's getting more scouts. The Zhugnu going to pop out. There's not very many of them, but they will be able to pick off some of the English longbows. I think you're going to need some towers here if you're playing as Zlami. Because England isn't going to be able to afford battering rams for a long time, so I think if you do that, you're going to be okay. So most likely towers being built is going to be pretty important. Repeater crossbows do trade very well here, though, if they can get in range. So Pro Scouts bringing back more food. Zlami's current eco is... He's still got 62 villagers, even after that like ridiculous dive he just had, so... He's certainly not out of this game, but he's going to be set back quite a bit. There's people who are probably going to be reaching Imperial Age very, very soon. All right, so we have all the Zhugnu at the ready. I believe he has enough gold to go castle. Let's go ahead and see. He does, so he doesn't really need to worry about gold right now. And the English archer is going to be moving in a little bit. Zhugnu, we have 13 against 22. Number is going to be a little bit low, and obviously Judge and Z does have some good control. Yeah, Zlami was totally stable after that fight. He actually had the English on the back foot. He could have gone Castle Age, but I mean, had he killed the English TC there, that would have sent that guy back to the Potato Age for sure. And now England is getting King's Palace, and this is going to be an incredibly tough hold for sure. Trying his best, he's moving up, getting some nice poke on these guys. And yeah, Cran is our new Dark Lord. Yeah, Cran is doing good. He's got his little like stone wall empire here. Jean-Marie, I love how this guy's playing. He's got like a huge empire and a massive Chinese economy going. And this is the problem with like getting into dragged conflicts in the feudal age, is it can bring both of you down. So what do we have? Yeah, scouts bringing back food, a massive lumber economy. I would love to see a couple towers. Like, I think a couple towers would pretty much stop the English aggression. Because England's food income, or wood income, is pretty bad at this point, so I don't think they could afford battering rams again. So we got a blacksmith coming up. He's power building that. He's got enough villagers, you know, to throw around. Looks like the Jugnu are going to move up. Got to get some of those horsemen. Dude, homeboy is in the Imperial Age. Jean-Marie is just cackling. Can somebody in chat check his ELO for me? I'm kind of curious what Jean-Marie is in terms of his ranks, and he seems like a very strong player. And he's being left to his own devices. And Zlami down here is kind of paying the troll toll at the hands of Judge and Z, who's just getting some fat pot shots. And Judge and Z is Castle Age now. Zlami's still in the Potato Age. He got a little bit too crazy with that villager dive. I think that cost him the game. No other fights really to report. Like, Cranny is just building his empire up here. Like, these two are just kind of hanging out a little bit. If somebody else were to attack the English, because England is set back a little bit too, for sure. Zlami just needs to stabilize. He needs to just get cozy and just like somehow stabilize this game. He's got a decent little food income. Is there any hint of Castle Age for him? No, not really. Yeah, he's got 8 gold right now. Oof. That is a big capital oof. Cran must turtle more, he must. The spice must flow. He's got the guild hall. We know how dangerous he is with the guild hall. Up in the north, looks like Nolosi, of course, has a nice little empire and beautifully walled. Although I would say that Jean-Marie has taken the most space for sure. Getting a beautiful amount of space, just like this glorious Walmart wall up in the north. Jean-Marie is 1770 ELO. Yeah, that's really good. I expected something like that. Yeah. Because I watched him play in one of his... Oh my god, Zlami, no! See, he could have probably fended this off if he didn't, you know, do that villager dive. He could have gotten Castle Age most likely. And now there's another TC coming up. Wow, he's got 3 TCs pumping, which is pretty much his best option here. But like right when the English leave, John Wick's dog just comes in with the steel chair and he's trying to finish off, you know, his more powerful neighbor. Jean-Marie is ranked 88 globally. Yeah, Zlami is pretty high ELO too. I think he's like 1800 or something. So they're pretty similar in terms of skill, I guess. Yeah, crazy stuff. So John Wick's dog is here, man. And is he actually going to try and finish off Zlami? It looks like he has that intent. Zlami has like no military though. He's just going to have to eat it, man. He's got a lot of villagers here. There's not enough food. This is looking pretty bleak for him. Horse archers like could easily go like shut down all of his like resources, and now he's going to be jumping into the TCs. The Chinese TCs do pack a little bit of punch with the hand cannon emplacements. He's got a couple of Jugnu as well. But this is looking pretty grim here. Looking pretty grim. It's all part of Zlami's plan. Dude, the villager dive was too much. That was too much. He lost so much time on 32 villagers like diving like that. So Nolosi has also reached the Imperial Age. Enemy attacking Zlami's landmark. Yep, they're being attacked. It looks like the Barbican of the Sun is being rebuilt. The TC is being attacked pretty heavily, and I think that's the end of the road here. Yeah, I think that's the end of the road. He certainly got teamed up on. People saw him as a threat. I mean, who wants him as a neighbor, right? I think your best bet is just to rush in and try and take him out early. Now, is Zlami going to be able to like survive by like building a landmark in the corner and coming back? Maybe. If he can, that would be pretty MLG. He's got some stone going down there. He doesn't have too much time though. Like the battering rams are all up in his base. Barbican of the Sun did get finished, but you can never count him out. He might be able to get something going in the corner. Okay. We have an Imperial Palace being built. Oh, I love that. I love that so much. That's great. Okay. So Zlami's going to try and survive, guys. He's gonna set up the old empire. No players are out yet. No big fights either. This is kind of a bit of a border war up north. We do have the Dread Pirate Roberts and Nolosi fighting. Nolosi's got his English trebuchets, and several players are now in the Imperial Age, and they're going to be living their best life for sure. Here comes the villager hordes, setting up outposts here to try and get the network of castles. I believe this is English, yeah. So it's English against French. The classic duel. Dread Pirate Roberts pretty much always plays English. He has been since the dawn of time, so he's not like an English bandwagon player by any stretch. He's been playing them all day for sure. All day for sure. And here comes the villagers, man. Enemy destroyed John Wick's landmark. Oh my god, look at this, guys. So Zlami might actually live. He might actually live. Because up in the north, we have your boy Jean-Marie moving down and plowing the Bruce. So John Wick's dog could be in some massive danger, and obviously his army's very far away, and it was very busy attacking Zlami here. And look, the English are rolling in too, like, hey, we want a piece of the fun. Zlami setting up some palisades in the corner, which I think is good. See, this is why FFAs are awesome. Shit is just getting wild. Absolutely hog wild game. Bombard cannons shooting in, horse archers. Will the Rus be able to fend off the Imperial Age Chinese to the north? Probably not. Like, those cannons and nest of bees. Oh, not the bees. He got Nicolas Caged so hard. And the horse archers are fanning out, but I think John Wick's dog is in some serious danger, guys. He is. In the meantime, up in the north, we have a standoff between Nolosi and the Dread Pirate Roberts. Zlami's not dead. He is not dead. He's got his stone here. He has an opportunity to rebuild potentially. The English are in the base, but he can obviously rebuild in different areas, and we do have this as well. Oh my god, I love this so much. This is great. Zlami's just such a scrappy player despite being 2v1. Yeah. The English are back. It's like as if this needs to be done even, right? He really wanted to finish off his neighbor. So I think in terms of the highest ELO players, I think Zlami is the highest. The second highest is Jean-Marie. The third highest, I believe, is Judge and Z. I'm not sure about the ELO of the other players. I think most of the other guys are around like between 1200 and 1400 quick battle ELO, which is very, very good. Veteran Longbowmen on the run. We do have a duel of fates here. So the elite knights are going to be rolling in, but the English spears wait for them. Now the French archers going to be unloading on the spears. Good micro coming in from Nolosi. Going to be moving around, diving on top of the counterweight trebuchet. Now the English trebuchets are out in open field, but men-at-arms going to be diving back there. Should be able to easily finish these off. And overall, it looks like a bit of a wash. I think the French will most likely be claiming victory there in that fight. Yeah, they should be able to clean up this army for sure, especially with these knights diving into the back of the base. So having a bunch of elite French royal knights in your base is a nightmare. And now the eco of Dread Pirates could be hit pretty hard. But Jean is for sure a tyrant. I think people are going to quickly realize that they need to take that bad boy out. He's getting a little bit too crazy. Zlami basically just grabbing whatever stone he can. And I would imagine he's going to set up a new base somewhere. I don't think he's going to try and recolonize his old base because the English are just here cackling and... yeah, he's still in it, man. He's still in it. I do enjoy 1v1s, but these FFAs are just magnificent chaos. Yeah, 100%. If somebody can survive... Yeah, China's really good at surviving this type of pressure for sure. That is the case. Yeah, good harass here from Nolosi. Over in the east, we have a massive empire. Arakan is huge also. Oh, man. Is he going for like a trading economy? Let's go ahead and look at his House of Wisdom. Did he go trade wing? He did. Hell yeah. Oh, I love it. So guys, check this out. The Abbasid have gone with the trade wing and they have the upgraded trader. So they're bringing back 2 resources. So they have food and gold now. And honestly, he's got a pretty good trade route. He's hitting this market in the middle and trading back here. Beautiful play by Arakan as well. He's for sure going to be a player. Somebody asking what civilization Jean is. He is playing the Chinese. So yeah, English, you know, definitely had a hard on for taking out Zlami. And they're going to be achieving that goal. But Zlami is... very persistent. He's going to be surviving, I'm sure. Enjoying his best life. We will see. Yeah, Jean-Marie is China. Yes, he is. That is the case. So England is not that strong. They've spent a lot of their effort trying to kill their neighbor to the west, but there's other huge threats in this world, and they are all starting to emerge. The dreaded, unbeatable one, the Big Cranny, has reached the Imperial Age. He is here, and he's going hard in the paint, baby. Cranny going to come in. What's going to happen is all these like pro level players are just going to beat each other up, and then the dreaded 600 ELO wonder in the corner is going to come and win. You guys you watch. I love this Abbasid play though. I love this. Like this trade is so strong. Like looking at the income per minute. Let's look at the income per minute for your boy Arakan. Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh my god, Arakan is crushing everyone on gold. 3,400 gold a minute, dude. That is so sweet. And he's getting food also. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. He's getting that spice for sure, yeah. It's his desert, his Arrakis. What is the quote? Like, my dune, my desert, my Arrakis, my dune. Something like that. I always forget the quote. Zlami's just like this scavenger in the corner. Like, just trying to survive while the English just, like, hunt him down. Like, battering rams going all over the place. We got, like, a fair amount of villagers. Just this, like, haggard farm economy. Like, Zlami's just trying to live, dude. Zlami, you know what Zlami should do? If I were him, is I'd probably try and get an alliance with someone, be like, hey, can I like build a base in the corner and like you protect me and I'll like help you or something. I don't know. The Cranster, yes. Arakan with the Spice War strategy, yes. That is it. Dude, the Ambassador very strong right now. They have elite units, obviously, and are banking a lot. We're seeing a lot of outposts being built, so he's got a big piece of the pie. Now, English are on the hunt. They're looking, just scouting around, just exploring all the gold nodes, trying to hunt down the Chinese goodies if they can. I'm surprised that the English have such a hard-on for this. It's very, very dangerous, man. Very, very dangerous. He who controls the spice, yes. Zlami's playing Mongols. You know, I'm surprised we're not seeing Mongols. Mongols are so freaking good in FFA. Like, they're impossible to kill, dude. They just, like, run with their buildings, and, like, it's just, like, a nightmare to chase them down. So Zlami with the dreaded double keep in the back. Look, look, he builds a keep. And then the English are sending all these villagers to do God knows what. And the keep is just going to start blasting him. Zlami should garrison this. Oh, my God. The English are going to be taking a ton of villager losses. Okay, this is where the new Zlami Empire goes. He's got double keeps built here. God, he is so scrappy, dude. He is so scrappy. Obviously, some of his bases have been hit here. England is really trying to finish him off, but England might actually be throwing the game for himself by hunting. Like, his vengeance might cost him too much. So, it looks like Jean has finished off John Wick's dog. John Wick's dog is going to be the first to fall, I think. I believe he has a landmark somewhere. Yeah, he's got something. Yeah, he's got the high trade house over here, so... Jean will probably finish him off. Zlami's got the Imperial Palace here, which is keeping him alive. And back in the base, Zlami might be able to recolonize his old base someday. I'm not sure, but I love this. I love this back here. Yo, God, he's doing a keep push, dude. Yeah, and look, England's just going Ramstein. Oh, man, Wingard Palace is going to be the end of the road for Zlami, though. Because then there's just going to be like 50 trebuchets coming out. Zlami just trying, dude. Judging gets Imperial Age. We're going to be seeing Wingard Palace. He is trying to end it here. And trying to end it for sure. So, England is here. They're living their best life for sure. The English longbow's trying to pop the villagers, but Zlami's going all in for this one. He's going to be trying to get that keep up, and I don't know if he's going to get it up. Yeah, he is, but it's going to cost him a lot. If I were Zlami, I'd probably pull some villagers and go back to my main base now and try and get that back online. And now we get the keeps up. I don't think he has burning oil, though, so it's not going to be that much damage. And yeah, I mean, the Rams should be able to get this down, most likely. England building even more battering rams. They really, really want to finish him off. Yeah, Big Cranny is 4th ranked, dude. He's enjoying this. He's like, man, nobody's attacking me. This is great. Oh, Cranny's coming out. Okay, Cranny with the steel chair. He might be attacking the English. Could he be the savior of Zlami? So Cranny with the attack out of nowhere with the feudal age spearmen. The haggard feudal age spearmen and feudal age archers with his imperial age army. Come on, Cranny, you got to upgrade your units. I mean, he's putting some hurt on the English. England is going to have to kind of think about this now, because you know, you don't want someone as powerful as Cranny doing it, right? Yeah, you got to watch out. Okay, down here it looks like he does have a keep built up, but oh no, Jean-Marie has discovered him, and this is probably going to be the end of our boy. I think he's going to be paying the troll toll as villagers. Look, the Rus are torching his base too. Oh man, dude. Oh man. Okay, bombard cannons thumping down that keep right there, and here the Imperial Palace is going to be going down soon. I don't think he can survive. I think this is it. So Zlami might be gone. Cranny actually getting some work in, though. Did he take... Oh my God, Cranny took out the Wingard Palace. See, if Jean wasn't taking out the Imperial Palace right now, I think that Zlami might be able to survive this. Up in the north, we have some more duels. It looks like it's mostly just casual exchanges. Nothing super harrowing. But the Imperial Palace is going to fall, and down goes Zlami. So, yeah, there you go, man. GG to him. Hopefully we'll see him back in the Grand Finals next time. His play is very fun to watch, but I honestly think Zlami kind of threw a little bit when he tried to dive the English base with his 32 villagers. He lost his entire army, which allowed him to get punished again on the counter push. I think he could have just stabilized from there. He had a huge eco advantage over his neighbors, so I think he kind of threw a little bit. Granted, he was being pressured from two sides, but I think he was more than capable of handling the English and the Bruce. Dude, Cranny's going for blood, though. He's like moving out with his feudal age archers and shit, and he's looking for war, dude. To war! The English are going to be repairing the Wingard Palace, trying to get this going. Dude, Cranny is no longer going to be sitting back idle. He's marching and trying to deliver vengeance. Now, how are the Rus still alive? Oh, the High Trade House is still here. So the Rus, I think, are still holding on by a thread. They have some horsemen. Doing a little bit of eco harass, taking down some villagers wherever they can. And yeah, we're looking around, man. Elite horsemen moving up to the north. We have the big old clock tower bombards, as well as the hand cannoneers and elite spearmen. They're on their way, and the battle is on. I don't think there was stream sniping there. I think it's pretty logical if you wipe out their base to go look at like the nearest nodes to see if they're kind of setting up. Really, the end of the road for Islami was actually the bad boy here. It was the Chinese moving up. Yeah, he got hit pretty hard for sure, but you know the big apex predators are going to be targeted first, oftentimes. But that was very aggressive. That was very, very aggressive for sure. So battering rams moving in. Big cranny's going to be trying to build a keep, but it looks like the English are now going to be setting their sights on the cranny to try and end it in this way. We will have to see. One sec here, checking this out, and cool. Alrighty. I was just checking my stream settings to make sure there's no lag and things like that. Cranny using his cannons as decoys so the spears can attack. Yes. Honestly, though, I think our hero of this story might be in trouble, as he's now being attacked pretty heavily by the English, and I believe the English player is 900 ELO higher than him, so I think he could pay the troll toll, unless there's some sort of an intervention. Cranny needs to call for aid from one of his nearby empires. The Dread Pirate Roberts is just farming, dude. He's got a really good macro economy set up here, just kind of doing his thing. Here we see Nolosi just with mass archers and horsemen, classic combo, archers kill spearmen, knights kill everything else. And Cranny's able to hold his own. He's got his keep in his base, and some of the knights, I believe, should be taken out, although it looks like another bombard cannon's going to be going down here. A little bit unfortunate to lose that, but Cranny just has a bunch of random keeps all over the place. Now we have a big fight in the north as well. The Dread Pirate Roberts actually moving in and attacking Jean-Marie and diving the bombard cannons, which is certainly worth it. You know, gold becomes very, very bare bones here. So yeah, Dread Pirate actually skipping past Nolosi and attacking the Chinese here. That's a very, very bold play for sure. I wonder if there's some sort of diplomacy going on right now. Like, I wonder if the players have been like, hey, we need to take out these bad boys, because there is some really, really strong play going on here for sure. If Big Cranny dies, we riot. Yeah, exactly. I think that's what's going to happen here. For sure. All right, guys, Elite Knights doing their thing. We do have the Spring Alden placements at the ready. More and more Knights moving across. Here they come. And Big Cranny is holding his own. He is not going quietly into this night. The battle in the Chinese lands has kind of come to a bit of a calm, as China was able to stabilize with all their artillery and all that sort of good stuff. So they are sitting mighty cozy, but so far one player has been eliminated. The Rus are more or less eliminated. I mean, I don't even know how many villagers John Wick's dog has. Oh, he actually has 49 villagers. Okay, it looks like he's setting up a little base in the corner. I love the scrappiness from John Wick's dog. And the Chinese didn't actually go finish off the high trade house. You know, obviously, if he was stream sniping Jean-Marie, he would have killed this, right? So I think that's fine. They have a truce in the Nolosian Dread Pirate, do they? Okay, I suspected there was some sort of a truce going on to try and take out like the strongest player. Because look at the score, guys. Jean is at 18,000. Arakan is very strong too, though. He's getting, dude, oh my god, I love the Abbasid trade. And now he's getting stone. Holy shit. He is getting so much stone and so much gold. And the camels are going to be marching to war to try and take down these artillery pieces from the Dread Pirate. The Abbasid army is very small and very unupgraded, actually. Some of the archers are still in the feudal age, so he needs to get those bad boys upgraded. But bombards from the Dread Pirate are going to be going down. So the two big superpowers we're looking at right now are Jean-Marie and Arakan. There's some other kind of forces that are on their way up. Like England is trying to catch up. They obviously had such a hard-on for, you know, trying to defeat their neighbor. But, what the hell is that? Oh my god, there's like some crazy power tool right outside my window. I have a very redneck neighbor, which is strange because it's not that type of a neighborhood, but, like every day he's just outside playing with power tools or like doing something on his house. Like literally 6 days a week he's like doing maintenance on his house. I just don't know what's going on there. So high armory here, getting blasted down. So that is one of the Rus landmarks. And now it looks like Jean is going to be coming in to pressure. Let's see what kind of vision he actually has. Oh, Jean knows. He knows there's something back here. Yeah. So see, Jean can see all the deer. So he know, if he was paying attention, he would actually know that the high trade house is back there. Up in the north, we do have a little bit of a border war. We have Nolosi turtling up. I think Nolosi is just trying to weather the storm right now. I love the positioning of the Red Palace. I think that's a really good call. I think positioning that bad boy up in the north allows him to get a little bit of a wonder play as we kind of get going. And let's go ahead and take a look at the current resources. You can see who's banking. Arakan, dude, he is literally Baron Harkonnen. He is just like bathing in spice. Just in a hot tub of tar. 26, 17, 9,000, 3,000. Dude, the Abbasid are crushing everybody economically, which is pretty cool to see. I like to see the Abbasid doing well. Salami died. Yeah, he did. He got in an early fight with the English and then got 2v1'd a little bit, but he survived the 2v1 and was on his way to stabilizing. And then he tried to all-in villager dive the English player. So he pulled everything and he moved over there and tried to torch the English TC with like 30 plus villagers. And I think it didn't work. So he paid the price. He paid the iron price for sure. Now, is the High Trade House going to be allowed to live? It looks like it. Rus are Imperial Age, so John Wick's dog has probably built another landmark. I mean, he's got his TCs. John Wick's dog is kind of getting back in it. He's still got all his macro, so if he can get a good economy, he can mass horsemen and definitely do some raiding. Like, he could move into Jean's base and really cause some huge drama for sure. So we will... Crandolph! Yeah, I see Crandolph now. So the English have not been able to defeat the great Cranny. Cranny, Cranny, if you're listening, I would highly recommend just chilling out. Maybe get a snack right now and just turtle in your base. This is going to be a long, scrappy fight. We have fights everywhere. So down to the south. Oh, look at this. The elite horsemen of the Rus have found the cannons. They have found the cannons of Jean-Marie, and they're actually getting some kills on them. That's actually nice. So Jean actually does not know the High Trade House is over here. He's moving to try and kill the TCs. But the bombard cannons are probably going to be taken out. One, and I believe there's one more left. Villagers being pulled, and the Rus even have their own bombard cannon. So John Wick's dog is very scrappy, He's fighting to the bitter end. Able to take some of these guys out. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, TC does fall. Up in the north, just constant attack notifications, but no real conflict. And here we have a war between the English and the Abbasid. So it looks like the English did indeed attack into the Abbasid entrenched position. They're trying to kill the traders in the middle. Also bringing in some trebuchets. The Abbasid should have better macro for sure. Okay, now shit is going to get real. I think the Abbasid with proper control should be able to just mass like 1 million units. And probably overwhelm the English. Like, Arakan's score is so good, but he's losing a ton of traders right now, man. Those guys are really getting beat up. But look, he even has the ranged armor upgrade for the traders. So the longbows do 11, and they have 8 armor. So there's only 3 damage going through on the traders, which is pretty funny for sure. The Abbasid going to be massing out cannons and hand cannoneers, getting very real now. But John Wick's dog is still alive, dude. It's not taking any prisoners. He's still holding on, man. Yeah, it's a normal FFA game. Wow, Nolosi's going in for the backstab as well. Nolosi's got like 50 battering rams, dude, and 1 million archers. And he's going to be moving into the Chinese base. China in a little bit of a pressure situation. So Nolosi is going to be taking the pressure off John Wick's dog. Nolosi and John Wick's dog are definitely friends from my FFAs. They often play together. No, I don't live in Los Angeles anymore. I moved away. So, battering rams going for the outpost here. The Great Wall Gatehouse, 13,000 HP. That thing is tanky as hell. So I would imagine the battering rams will certainly make quick work of this Great Wall Gatehouse in those kind of numbers. Should be able to get enough. The Chinese army, though, should mess them up. He's got triple nest of bees, hand cannoneers, horsemen, men-at-arms. And this is just mass archer. There are some arbalists in there as well, so they do have the crossbowmen. Now the battering rams are going to be attacked pretty heavily for sure. So here they come, guys. The fight of fights. Nolosi's mass archer horde going to be picking off some horsemen. They do have the Imperial Age upgrade. Now the battering rams are going to be pulling back. You just got to watch out for the nest of bees. You don't want to get Nicolas caged. But this archer army is actually kind of melting the Chinese vanguard force, certainly doing some good work. Now, over here we still have another fight. We do have the Abbasid battling against the English, and the Abbasid did take some beatings in terms of their infrastructure here, but setting up another market, more towers, their trade should be back online, and I think from there they should be nice and cozy. The English are trying to take out Big Cranny. But Big Cranny is holding on like a champ, but honestly, like English trebuchet pressure with keeps, it's going to be tough, especially when your opponent is a really strong player. Big Cranny, he's got some troops. I'm not sure where he's going. Oh my god, is Big Cranny going for an attack in the north? Dude, look at Big Cranny. He's attacking red. He's attacking Arakan while his base is being destroyed by the English. Talk about one last ride out and meet them. All right, guys. Archers, counterweight trebuchets shooting everywhere. The fight is certainly on. Battles across the board. And the Chinese are building a keep right next to the High Trade House to try and finish off John Wick's dog. But John Wick's dog could come and repair the high armory here, too. He could get some villagers under there and repair that. Although, I don't think he's got eco anymore. Let's see. No, he's got 16 villagers. So, this is probably the end of the road for John Wick's dog. The High Trade House is going to be going down here to a bunch of villager torches. So, that will be that, man. He is going to pay the price. Horsemen moving across. These are elite fire lancers, so they're going to be excellent at sniping landmarks. I like that Nolosi's putting some good pressure on here for sure. Because even though there's some very strong 1v1 players, I'm curious to see if some of the FFA veterans will be able to, you know, take a victory from the jaws of their opponents here. Fire lancers moving in. A salute to those who have fallen. GG to John Wick's dog. I'm sure we'll see you back in the next FFA tournament, my friend. And we will have a good old jolly time. Now, as far as the trebuchets go, counterweight trebuchet shooting in to the School of Cavalry. Big Cranny is on his deathbed here. He does have the College of Artillery back here, and I'm trying to think where his other landmark is. I think that's pretty much it. Dude, he is going really aggressive on the Abbasid. The Abbasid are also being sandwiched a little bit, like they're being attacked from the north. So their trade is potentially a little bit compromised, but he just needs to hold off the Cranny for a little bit longer, because Cranny's going to be falling to the English here. More and more aggressive English keeps. England building a great wall of their own, which I think is a good idea. It kind of secures this side of the map, and then England can potentially get some good trade going, right? And yeah, we do see the clock tower in the corner. Whose clock tower was that? Was that? I think that was Lami's clock tower from the beginning. Yeah, who knows? So, Nolosi once again, just kind of parking here. All's calm. Conflicts all over the place. The Abbasid traders just rocking freaking 8 armor on both sides. They're actually really durable. They're kind of like serving as a bit of a sponge to some of this damage here. But the Abbasid have a scary-ass army. Like, if you lose to this Abbasid army and they keep pressing you, you could straight up just get steamrolled. Like, with the amount of bombards and gold they're able to kind of throw into this situation, dude, I think that's really, really crazy for sure. English certainly causing some big drama. And the College of Artillery, I think, no, Guildhall's back here too. So the Guildhall is the last landmark. Let's take a look here at the English perspective of Judge and Z and see how far he is scouted. Okay, so he doesn't know that the Guildhall's back here yet, but he probably will find out rather soon. I think he's going to be able to move up and he'll probably find that, so we will see. Counterweight trebuchets blasting in, certainly causing some problems. And, yep, we got a big Stonewall Gate. England securing their territory, and this is a great little corner to work with because there's, like, not really a neighbor or anybody nearby here. Chinese villagers taking whatever wood they can get. Chinese are going to be quite scary, but remember, the Chinese do not have infinite gold, but you could tell that Jean-Marie is a very high-level player, right? Like, this, next to the Spirit Way, is designed for building Fire Lancers at a discount. Very, very strong stuff. And the Abbasid are finally starting to defeat the Dread Pirate. So the Abbasid Arakan is claiming all the spice for himself. And he's moving up here and certainly putting quite a bit of hurt on this play here. Q asks, is there a Turin community Discord? There is. And some of our mods can give you a link and go from there. Cranny is trying, but Cranny is tapping out. I don't blame him because I think he's probably tired from playing that 3 hours just slugfest earlier. And Cranny's army is all spearmen against, like, you know, elite English archers. That's going to be brutal. And now the Guildhall's going to go down. And Cranny, hey, you know what? Cranny can you know, go proudly into the night saying, I outlasted Islami in an FFA game. And here goes the Guildhall. Guildhall's going to get canned here. A lot of archers blasting into the advancing spearmen. The battle is indeed on. And by the way, if you guys are enjoying the stream, please do drop a like. It helps me gauge what content you guys like to see. So the more interaction I see in that way, the more I can kind of prioritize this type of content. Tournaments, all that sort of good stuff. The villagers are being pulled up. The Cranny is one shot away. A salute to those who have fallen. Farewell, my good friend. We will miss you. GG, well played. You were a hero. So, now we have 3 players eliminated. It is now a 5-man FFA. Although, it looks like the Abbasid are trying to kind of limit that a little bit, pushing into the English base really aggressively. It's going to be tough to finish off the Dread Pirate. I feel like we might see a wonder from Jean. We see 13,000, 6,000, 7,000, and 2,000. So Jean is kind of looking a little bit, as the kids would say, sus, as if he's going to be trying to get some sort of a wonder or something like that. The Abbasid should definitely keep pushing the English. The English aren't going to stop. And what's going to happen soon is that the English in the south may push north and hit the Abbasid. Although, honestly, I think the English are going to be encountering the Chinese to the west a little bit sooner. A little bit sooner indeed. So, going to be great. We got all the spearmen moving in. English are going to be able to hold this, it looks like, just throwing enough bodies at it. And I think most of the bombard cannons did get taken down, but let's look at the current resources. Yeah, Arakan is just insane. 23,000, 23, 7,000. He is really banking quite well. Although Jean has the most gold in the game, like hands down. Jean and Arakan are like the two. It's like Atreides and Harkonnen. Like, what I would probably do if I were one of these guys, I would maybe ally myself with one of the great houses and like try and form an alliance, because I think that's your best odds. Like, I think if Nolosi is like, hey, I will help, I'll help you, Arakan, and like whoever he thinks he has a better chance of beating later, he could make an alliance with now. Rocco, I'm actually not sure. Dude, Teal's map control is insane. Like, look at this shit. He's got like towers everywhere. This is like some insane god tier FFA play. Like, he is not making any ground easy to take, dude. His map control is nuts. So Jean is, he basically owns half the map, dude. He basically owns half the map with 5 people left in the game, which is just nuts. Feast in the halls of Cranhalla, yes. Cranny, dude, we loved your play today. It was fun, dude. Okay. Nolosi's just playing very defensively. I honestly think Nolosi's just waiting for somebody to die so we can make a wonder and trying to defend it, right? But Nolosi's going to want probably the English neighbors here to go down, but the English are going to be engaging against the Abbasid. A lot of hand cannoneers, and the Camel is going to be giving Camel support, so all of these guys are going to be getting a big armor buff. So they're actually just as armored as the English men-at-arms because of the Camel support. Very, very good. And it looks like the Abbasid army is going to be winning this. They have some bombards coming in. They're going to be pushing. The fight is on. The scrap is indeed here. Now to the west, any other skirmishes? Not really. Looks like the trade for the Abbasid is still going. Not quite as strong as it once was. Looks like, oh, never mind. I take that back. He just changed his trade route. I think he moved it a little bit south. Now down to the south, another war is here. We have the old English battling the Chinese. Salami's vengeance is here as Jean-Marie is going to be moving in. Certainly putting quite a bit of hurt on this English army. Now England is going to be in an all-out kind of panicked defense. And man, Jean, like everything that you should fundamentally do in an FFA game is being done by Jean. Like, he is playing so good. Like, one of the first things I tell FFA players is if you're taking a fight across the map from somebody, you need to build reinforcements. And he's like doing that before I can even like think of it. Like putting pressure. Obviously the English are able to hold there, but what's going to happen now is he's just going to be mustering a Doom Legion from his new military infrastructure. Now, Nolosi. Is Nolosi going to be scheming a wonder? I would imagine the guild hall is banking stone. It's banking gold right now. Okay, so Nolosi does not have enough stone, but has a lot of food. So Nolosi is just very much playing like the diplomatic FFA here, right? Just kind of hanging out, waiting for players to eliminate each other, and then maybe going for a wonder at some point. The Abbasid macro is amazing too. His score is very, very close to that of Jean. And he's trying to take out the Dread Pirate Roberts. While in the south, the English are preparing their defenses, so they're mustering out horsemen, but honestly, Judgin Z, his resources are kind of poor. He's only got 800 gold, so he's not going to be able to muster a great army. And the Chinese are just going to go bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. It's going to be hand cannoneers, it's going to be fire lancers. Shit's going to get wild. And oh yeah, the fire lancers are coming. They're so good against English too, even with some of the nerfs. Is there a button that selects all the traders? So I can actually do this. I can look at the amount of traders here, if I'm not mistaken, by, I think, clicking on the market or something. Yeah, sometimes you can. He's got a shit ton of traders, though. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, he's got 44 traders. 44 of those bad boys going. That is so worth it. Orange should just flat out say in chat that he wants an allegiance. Yeah, see, that's the thing. There needs to be more Game of Thrones shit. Because when you're being taken on by a superpower like this, you got to call in your allies. You got to be like, hey, like, what should be happening now? Judge and Z should be yelling in chat, being like, hey guys, I'm getting swamped by the Chinese. Their army's over here. Nolosi, go kill his base. Then Nolosi moves in, and suddenly the Chinese are maybe dead. If Nolosi moved in while the Chinese army's fighting over here, dude, Nolosi's army's really good, actually. Like, these knights plus battering rams could kill at least 3 or 4 landmarks. And raid the farms and shit. Like, it could get crazy. So there needs to be that kind of communication for sure. Now, the Abbasid are pushing up, getting really, really aggressive right here. And, yeah, man. Looks like the Dread Pirate Roberts is on the back foot of this exchange. I mean, he bit off a fight with a huge superpower in the Abbasid. The Abbasid have been able to trade like the Heathen Kings of old, and I'm so glad to see somebody doing well as the Abbasid, says Radis. I agree. I think it's very fun, and he's really doing them very well. I mean, he's got the camel support. He went with the early trade, and I mean, dude, he is set for gold, like for life, as long as he can keep that trading going. He could just sustain all day. Bombard Cannon's getting a little bit too aggressive, overextending into the English army, which is pouring in a lot of units, but the Abbasid are also pouring in a ton of knights. China preparing for their giant war here against Judgin. So if I'm not mistaken, Jean-Marie is a diamond player, and I think that Judge and Z is like a high platinum player, so this will actually be a pretty good fight between them. Granted, the army quality of the Chinese is quite a bit better. It's basically just veteran horsemen against fire lancers, and fire lancers win that all day. So big damage, and look at that, the English horsemen just getting torched, but the longbows with the attack speed able to melt quite a few of those guys as they do move in there, so a little bit of a standoff. And the biggest thing for Judgin is going to be just surviving and trying to buy as much time as you possibly can for the battles in the north to kind of get going. Yeah, chat. Yeah, you can chat in the game. Yeah, all the players are allowed to chat. I even said that in the rules. I'm said you're allowed to use diplomacy because that's what makes FFA so fun, in my opinion. All right, so the English fighting pretty well, holding back the Chinese, but the Chinese macro machine is on. Oh no, this is going to change things. Grenadiers are now coming out. Dude, up in the north, the Ambassador relentless, bro. Dread Pirate had a crazy good base. Oh yeah, it's time. The French army of Nolosi is coming in, and this is how you have to do it. I believe there was some diplomacy going on, and he said that the Chinese were attacking him, and look at this. Now the Chinese are withdrawing because they have to deal with Nolosi. Nolosi is going to be able to get through these walls, although the Great Wall does make it much harder because it buffs the wall of all these Chinese towers. It's pretty insane. It actually buffs them by 100%, so the walls are twice as durable. But now there's going to be a fat army, and the Chinese don't really have an army over here at all. They have like a couple fire lancers, and the rest of their forces coming back. So now what you do, if you're the English, is you push to the west and you kill all their infrastructure here. You got to do that. I like the politics. I like it. So a couple fire lancers coming into fight, but the French are going to raid. Nolosi is going to be just riding into the base with like a million of these elite royal knights. With royal bloodlines, dude, that's going to be some banana stuff. So we do see the archers just picking off some of the horsemen here. And now he's going to be getting into the base. The Ramstein is coming, baby. I think the next to fall is going to be the English. It looks like the great Abbasid Empire of the Arrakis is growing in power. And China is going to be taking some hurt here for sure. I don't know. It looks like they've already hit all their villagers preemptively, but you know, obviously these knights could, they should fight here for sure. Just kill these fire lancers firstly. And they're just looking for, you know, opportunities really. Archers here, not really doing a whole lot. They probably need to move through. Yeah, they're going to move through right now. And Nolosi's going to go just look for villagers. Yep, he's going to find some wood villagers here, most likely. Still moving through. And yeah, man, what a great battle. What a great battle. This has been awesome. So the English probably called for aid from their French neighbors. But what's going to be really, really telling is after the Abbasid finish off the Dread Pirate here, like, where are the Abbasid going to go? That, in my opinion, is going to be the wildest shit. You have no idea what's going to be happening. So, they continue to scrap here. The English trying to muster a defense, but the Dread Pirate's looking pretty bare bones. Like, most of his base has been raided back here by Cav. So he's not going to have, like, too much economy to kind of sustain this. Arrakis rising, I know. Arakan is doing it. He's doing the Dune universe proud here. Nolosi with a really good raid. This is like putting a ton of pressure on the Chinese. And even though the Chinese have cleaned this up, like this raid is still very cost effective. Like he could maybe find like the trade here, go for some landmarks. Dude, I feel like Jean-Marie is just such a good FFA player. The Imperial Palace in the corner with like walls protecting it, just like a lot of fundamentals that are so strong. So Nolosi getting some good harass, picking off units, really disrupting the Chinese play. But China is eventually going to catch them, but China's army is very based on artillery, so if this army just keeps moving, eventually, you know, they're going to be able to just keep doing work. So looking at the economy for some of the more powerful players, Arakan is currently at 111 villagers, with the current resources being shown, and if we're looking at Jean, he is currently rocking 122, so he's pretty strong. But honestly, these French knights will defeat a lot of the fire lancers, and there's actually a low amount of spears here, so they could crush... The French knights here could probably crush this entire army, I would imagine. So England, are they moving out yet? No, they're not. England needs to take advantage of this discord and start hitting the mighty Chinese player here. Losi's macroing very well. Already has a bunch of knights coming up. And it looks like some of these knights, nope, I thought they were getting involved in this conflict, but the English landmarks, let's look. So where do we have English landmarks? We have the Windguard Palace, which might be the last landmark, honestly. No, and we have King's Palace. Okay. So the Windguard Palace is going to pay the iron price as just an erect horde of Abbasid bombard cannons move in there. Is Crandy in chat? The man, the myth, the legend? We'll have to see. Okay, bombard cannons doing their thing. Oh, that's right. Misha actually taught me a way to get rid of the bots, but I have to do it on every single stream. Hold on. One sec, guys. I see this Slanesh bot's raiding us. So I will do this. I will go to live chat. Let's see, who can chat? Subscribers, and we'll do 10 minutes. Okay, so now the bots will stop raiding the stream. Thank you, Misha. I forgot to do it for this stream. So the way that you stop the bots is you actually just make it so that now if you guys want to comment on the stream though, you have to be subscribers. You don't have to be a member, like a channel member who does the monthly subscription, but as long as you just click the subscribe button, you can chat now. So, but you have to wait 10 minutes after subscribing. It'll keep the bots at bay. Yeah. Subscriber only mode. Should be good. All right, so Nolosi is still running around and harassing with those knights. I lost track of them while I was doing my business. Looks like the knights might have fought to the bitter end against his army, although I don't think so. I think they must have escaped. Nolosi's army is so scary. Yeah, darling, it should be on always. I have to turn it on for every stream. It's very, very strange. Nick Dawson says, alas, I cannot hold. The Dread Pirate Roberts has fallen. Dread Pirate, no! Hey, Dread Pirate, we appreciate you, man. We appreciate you. Thank you, man. It was an honor watching and casting your games, brother. So now we have an interesting one. The two big superpowers are on the west and the east. We have the Chinese and the Abbasid. And then we have the English in the south who are kind of on a bit of a weaker economy. They're mostly wood and food units. And Nolosi, though, still has a big army for sure. But the thing is that the wrath of the Chinese is going to be coming for Nolosi probably. And Nolosi also doesn't want to pick a conflict with the red Abbasid. Like the Abbasid, I think if I were the Abbasid player, I would probably go south and finish off the English. And just let Nolosi and the Chinese fight, and then you just backstab whoever's vulnerable in that position. I think that's what you do. I think that's what you do. Only subs, only fans, says Dob. Dob, how you doing? Yes. Yeah, I know a lot of huge YouTube channels do that, where they only members can chat and things like that, but that's no fun. We're here to party. All right, guys. Are the Abbasids still trading? Are they feasting like the heathen kings of old? It would appear they are. Tons of gold coming back, 144 and 27. So the Abbasid can just build fortifications all day. All day. They can do a ton of work for sure. Now, over here, the elite archers and the elite royal knights are on their way down, moving and grooving, and they're going to be jumping in to attack the old Chinese army. But you know what? They might win this. Oh, that's a lot of artillery, though. With good micro, Nolosi could win this, but he needs to pull these knights around and go dive the artillery. Oh, this is not a good angle. Yeah, you need to pull back. That is looking pretty grim. Also need to go in loose formation. So Nolosi needs to dive the artillery. Perfect, just like that. And let the archers just kill the spearmen. Because these knights are so meaty, they're basically like riding tanks. They're going to be able to go and snipe a ton of RD. He can go back there with them if he wants to. Looks like the keep is being set up on Nolosi's territory. I would imagine Nolosi can probably get some trebuchets, though, to try and take that out. We'll have to see. And where is the Abbasid army? Where is the big Chungus Abbasid force? I'm surprised we're not seeing a wonder. A lot of aggression this game. It's like the complete opposite of the last game that we had, which is nuts. Absolutely nuts. So keeps moving up. The Chinese army advancing with the nest of bees and bombards. That is going to be a lot of momentum. I think Nolosi's army has the tools to win the fight, but you're going to have to get a good dive. Nolosi needs to go loose formation with the archers, start blasting the spearmen, and micro the cab into a circle and pressure the artillery. That's what needs to happen, for sure. But Nolosi could be in a little bit of danger here, and it looks like we might get a massive east versus west conflict, which would actually be kind of cool. And yeah, I think holy shit. That's just a casual 11 bombard cannons. You know what? I think the English win this fight, dude. There's not enough. That is a shit ton of horsemen and longbows. Longbows are actually really good against hand cannoneers. I think the Abbasid know this. They're yeah, I don't think I'm going to win this, actually. And the Abbasid also don't have good supply lines here, so it might be a little bit tricky for sure. For sure. Now up in the north, Nolosi coming in with the flank. I love it. The bombard cannons are going to be doped by the knights. You need to get those bombards, although nest of bees are a little bit more of a priority. So nest of bees are going to be torched down. One goes down, the second one going down as well. The archers are moving in. Oh god, nest of bees. You need to fan those units out. But several of the artillery pieces are in a little bit of danger. Some of the archers are still shooting. More and more knights are being rallied up in the north. But the Chinese of Jean-Marie are just so thick, dude. 26,000 points. And he's able to hold that pretty well. He lost a couple nest of bees, but the archers need to be in loose formation, from the very beginning. And look at this, guys. The English are able to do it. The English defeat the Abbasid army in open field and kill all their bombard cannons, dude. What a scrappy player, man. But, obviously, there needs to be an alliance right now. If I were the three players aside from Jean, I would probably form an alliance. Be like, guys, do you see how powerful Jean is? We need to kill him. Chinese, crazy good economy in the late game. Let's look at the income per minute, actually, for these players right now and see. Currently, Jean, Arakan is getting 6,500 gold per minute. Okay, that is nuts. And honestly, if I were Arakan, if Nolosi dies here, I would probably go for a wonder. Like, I'd probably just plop a Wonder down in the corner. Just hope for the best, because he's got a ton of keeps everywhere. Ooh, Camel Archers are coming out. Okay, I like that. That's pretty spicy. He's got Camel Archers and Camel Riders. All right, and Hand Cannoneers. The Lord of Camels has arisen. And looking around, guys, we see the end of Nolosi, most likely. Although Nolosi has built the Red Palace up here. So we've seen Nolosi take beatings like this before and come back. The Chinese might not be able to finish him off. They might have other things they need to take care of. If I were the Abbasid, though, I might even go for a Wonder Victory. Like, once one more player dies. Yeah, guys, look at this. Orange going in. The vengeance against China. Oh, if they can shut down the Chinese trade in the West, dude, that's going to be super strong. But honestly, this Orange Army's not terrible. I mean, it's low quality in terms of, like, elite units, but he's putting some pressure on, guys. RLTV saying, I want Orange to win, man. He has been an absolute beast. He has. He has been a beast for sure. So more and more of the Lancers are moving across, going to be heading to the west, looking to raid the Chinese base, which I think is a great call. Like, the superpower is Jin. He is just unholy. He's playing so good. Like, all his FFA fundamentals are so solid, except he forgot to wall this. That could be a mistake that maybe cost him later, but... Horsemen with their torches taking down random towers around the map. And in the middle, we have the Abbasid Legion. So the Abbasid Camel Lord is here. His army would be pretty good against Nolosi's army because of the camels. Camels would wreck the horsemen pretty well. And the Chinese are kind of being pushed back. I think the fact that they've extended very deep into the map has made him a lot of enemies. And look at the Haggard horsemen trying to torch down a keep, which is so janky. What does the stone look like in terms of resources for both players, for all these players here? Yeah, Jin doesn't have a lot of stone, actually. So the horsemen are like, screw that shit, I'm going home. They're just going to go attack villagers right now. So they're doing a little bit of raiding, pushing, and hunting some down. Villager count for Jin is still... Ooh, Jin's economy is actually a little bit weak now. He's got 68. Only 68 villagers. He's going to be suffering a little bit there. The Abbasid cleaning out the middle. So the Great Lord Arakan, is able to take out the middle and is now going to be pushing to the west, moving on to this outpost here right now and doing it to it. Austin says, is this the point in the game where everyone stares at each other, daring them to make the wonder first? Not yet. It's getting to that point, but I think most of these players seem very aggressive. There's a reason why they made it to the grand finals. They won their first round games. It's because of the aggression. They're just methodically taking out their opponents. For sure. Chinese are kind of like having trouble defending every single front, right? They're being attacked all over the place. Losing some buildings here and there. No substantial damage, though. Like, nothing is, like, really brutal is happening. And the English have been able to muster here. Why? Don't the English have farms? The English need to have more farms. Like, what's going on with his economy? Like, why is Judgin not... Let's see what his income per minute is. Okay, it's only 500. He needs to be working his farms much harder. Like, Judgin needs to fill up all these farms. He's got idle work on that. Otherwise, he's not really capitalizing on the free gold. Confirmed that round 1 today was Cranny's first ever FFA match, right? Nice. Yeah, he did great. He did great. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, up in the north, we have Nolosi stabilizing. Nolosi's got the Red Palace completely secured here. And did take a little bit of a beating in the base, but nothing that can't be fixed. I think you could bring some villagers back in and set up this economy again, but it looks like the Chinese are going to be trying to finish. Look, every time the Chinese go to finish off Nolosi, look, the Abbasid are moving with the Camel Legion across. I love it. It's so good, man. The Big Cranny says, hey, if I fell to a sword, it's better be the winning sword. Yeah, that's right. I'll root for Orange. All right. I mean, Orange could be a wild card, guys. He's clearly a good player. He had a really good longbow rush against Salami in the beginning. Oh, there goes another camel getting popped in the face. Outpost is a cannon placement. I would like to see a Abbasid Wonder, but the hard part about Abbasid Wonder play is like both of your landmarks are just right next to each other, and they're just so easy to snipe. So it's like, it's the one stressful thing about playing them. All right, guys. Oh, Cranny, I hope you know how much of a hero you were. Everybody was really enjoying your play. Oh God, I'm getting so hungry. I suspected this would happen. I ate a very healthy breakfast that was really light, so... Yeah, now I'm paying the price. I'm gonna go just gorge myself on food after this. It's gonna get like a fat, just greasy, disgusting burrito and just like lay down with my pot belly and just like, just embrace the end. That's what's gonna happen. So, the end. That's what's gonna happen. So guys, it is now the calm. We've had nonstop war for the past hour and 7 minutes. And now it's kind of like the calm. It's the repose where everybody's like kind of trying to figure out what they want to do. Maybe scheming their game plans for the late game here. You get the elite fire lancers moving up. Here they come. The old clock tower bombard army. This army is actually really mean, dude. It's got grenadiers, spearmen, fire lancers, and just tons of artillery. But I mean, Nolosi might be able to beat it in open field. Nolosi, does he have an economy set up somewhere? Not really. Where's Nolosi's villagers? Does he have any? Nolosi's military is 170 supply, guys. That is a massive military. He's got 30 villagers just on berry bushes over here. Oh my god, dude. Has the Abbasid ever won an FFA? So I have won an FFA before with Abbasid on my stream, yeah. But yeah, it's uncommon. But I mean, Abbasid are certainly in a position to win it if they play well. Yeah, it's very possible. The Chinese need to be pressured, man. The bombard cannon's going to be rolling, thumping down the keeps. And these Chinese keeps just very, very meaty here. The cannon should be able to finish that off, taking down some of the cannon towers in the middle. Nolosi's being hunted, but the Chinese, once again, are going to be having to retreat because of the pressure. So here comes the horsemen. Look at these basic potato age horsemen from the feudal ages. I love it. But those fire lancers aren't going to get too far. What they're trying to do is scout right now, so he's trying to like figure out what the landmark is. So Jean, if we look at his vision, right now, he now knows where the last landmark is. So he finds the Red Palace here, and he's like, okay, that is where I go to try and finish off Nolosi. And we'll see if he ends up going. I think he's got to go fight the Abbasid, so the two superpowers are going to be here. Nolosi taking the USA approach? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, yeah. Let's not invest in our economy and infrastructure. Let's just get a fat military and hope it works out. Screw our healthcare. All right, bombard cannon's coming. Moving across. Dude, that's a discussion for another day, man. Holy shit. It's absurd. Bombard cannon's thumping. The Chinese, like, dude, I feel like it's like an AI being tethered back and forth. Nolosi could also go for a backstab, too, into the Chinese base. The Chinese landmarks are very split up, though. We have one here, one here. We got, like, two over here, and then, like, one here. Like, finishing off the Chinese would take a ton of effort. Like, you would really have to break their back and run them out of resources. Looking at income per minute, you can see players still doing pretty good. Jean has a good bank, 8,000 gold. And Arakan, though, is hands down the strongest economically speaking. 22, 1,100, 8,400, and 6,002. So he could honestly build a wonder. He can honestly build a wonder, but if I were Arakan, I would just wait for one more person to die. I would probably just let let Nolosi go quietly into the night, and then I would build a wonder. In terms of where do you build a wonder, honestly, probably like right here. Like behind these two keeps and, you know, close enough to your House of Wisdom, because the House of Wisdom is actually tankier than the wonder. So, I mean, this thing is basically like your wonder, right? I think wonders have like, what, 6,000? And House of Wisdom has 28,000 HP. It's very, very tanky. Very, very tanky indeed. So China's moving north again, trying to get up close to Nolosi's landmark. Nolosi has that huge military and is going to be able to push. Matt says next time we'll do Now I'm Tired. Yeah. No, we're probably not going to do more games after this because the stream actually ended up being pretty epic and long already. Chinese coming for blood. They're coming for blood, man. But honestly, Nolosi's army might win this. Even though Nolosi has like no economy whatsoever. It's like going through some loose trees over here. Like, is there some trade? Nolosi's got like one sad trader here. I don't even know where that thing's going. No farms being worked. And yeah, the Chinese are just like constantly pulled back. The Abbasid are hanging out. I think it's about time to see some wonders. Let's look at the eco of each player. So looking at the Abbasid or Jean first, he's got 68 economy, 132 military. The poor big granny, he left this world too early. Abbasid have a really good economy, 101 workers, a little bit of a smaller military, but they have enough keeps to justify it. Looking at Nolosi, he's got 26 villagers, 174 military supply. And looking at Judgin Z, Judgin has got 150 military. Holy shit, that is a big-ass army from England. And yeah, as long as they work their farms, they don't really need to do much else. Is Rakan building a wonder? Let's see. Judgin Z is building a wonder too. Oh yeah, baby, this is where shit gets wild. Because now you're in a predicament, right? I love this. Judgin Z built a wonder right after Arakan. Therefore, everyone has to go kill Arakan, and Judgin Z might be able to pull out a victory that way. Dude. Oh, this is so good. This is so good, guys. Yeah. Okay, so where are the wonders at? One wonder is... Where's the Abbasid wonder? Oh, that's a risky spot, actually, although he does have a big wall around it. So the prayer hall is going to be coming up shortly before the Cathedral of St. Thomas, which is a really, really good call. Because now Judge Z is actually in a good position to win this game. Because everybody has to kill Arakan now, who's going to be extremely difficult to kill. But then you got Homeboy creeping up only 7 seconds behind you with his Wonder. Guys, this is such an... Dude, this would be an epic comeback from Judgin. Like, he's been behind for so long. You know, he fought against Zalami in the beginning, and here he is. Dude, this game is getting wild as shit. But the Abbasid, you know, it's on them to win here. The Abbasid need to defend. Nolosi, I don't think has a chance of winning this game, but Nolosi has an opportunity to decide who wins the game. Like, if Nolosi decides to help with the Wonder, like, that could change it. But if Nolosi decides to, like, backstab the Chinese army, like, that's a thing. The Abbasid probably going to be rolling their Legion out to do battle against the Chinese right now, which they certainly can. They have 13 bombard cannons. The Chinese have how many here? They have 7. Granted, Chinese bombard cannons are more HP, faster reload time, a little bit better. The Abbasid, yeah, look at that. Like, is the prayer hall bigger than the cathedral? Let me see. Like, I feel like the Abbasid prayer hall is bigger. So now he's setting up keeps everywhere. The Abbasid obviously banked a shit ton of stone. We're going to keep the Wonder Tracker on so you guys can see that. We'll hold it for now. Dude, England might be able to win this, which is going to be nutty. So here we get a lot of the Nestabi shooting in bombard cannons. The Tyrant Jean-Marie moving in, pushing into the Abbasid lands. Obviously, the Abbasid are pretty entrenched. They have keeps everywhere. And what is Nolosi going to do, I wonder? Is Nolosi just going to kind of like let things go as they are? Oh, Nolosi's going to try and rebuild his base now. I think that's a great call. Because assuming both Wonders get taken out, Nolosi could get back in the game here. That's some delicious water right there. This has been one of the better FFA games we've had. This one's been really crazy. Like, the beginning was wild as hell with Salami just like, you know, villager rushing someone's TC. And now we get this. Will the Abbasid Legion march out to fight, or are they going to be a little bit more conservative? It looks like they're going to be chilling back a little bit. And England is just, they don't give a shit. What? Okay. Oh my God. This is the play. If you are judging, you backstab the hell out of the, I think you go attack, you go like horseman dive and try and kill some of the Abbasid to make it a little bit easier for the Chinese to, well, I don't know, maybe. Because the Abbasid could still win this. Like, maybe, I think if you're judging, you have to soften the Abbasid a little, but not too much. Like, just make it so the Chinese can beat them. You know what I'm saying? And I have no idea what Nolosi's going to be doing. Nolosi looks to be moving out. We see Nolosi's elite Royal Knights and Archers moving through the ruins of the Dread Pirate Roberts. Turin, the question is, how much does Orange commit to help? Yeah, see, this is where, like, the politics of it become very, very interesting. Okay, guys, we got a big fight going down. The elite Camel Archers. They do a bonus versus light melee infantry, so they wreck Spearmen. And the Bombard Legion, they need to start shooting. Shoot your Bombards. Oh, God, they're not shooting. Okay, now they're blasting. The Bombard Cannons are going. The Camels are doing pretty good against the Spears, but the numbers are getting a little bit sparse. It looks like the Abbasid may be winning this fight. It's very, very tight. Their Bombards need to be blasting into the Chinese Bombards. There they go. So now the Chinese Bombards are being pressured. Very, very heavy war of attrition. But you need to kill as many Bombards as you possibly can. The Bombards are the biggest threat, and it looks like the Chinese just barely win that. I think the Nestabis were the big deciding factor, and the Bombard targeting of Arakan wasn't amazing. What is he going to go after next? Yeah, he should have just focused all the Chinese Bombards down. That would have actually bought him a lot of time. But now he's doing what's called Reaganomics here. He's sending out units, a trickle-down theory, and it's not working very well. But where is Nolosi going? Okay, Nolosi's in position to snipe that. Nolosi could give the game, although he has no cannons. Holy shit. Nolosi's army can't even get in here. It has nothing to get in there with. Okay, the Abbasid with pretty good macro, though. They have more and more troops coming out, more camels pouring out from the base here. They are getting some really, really good poke here on the Grenadiers. And man, oh man, this is a scrappy match for sure. Lancers might be able to get right on top of the artillery, and the Abbasid just have resources for days, right? Because their trade, I believe, is still going, or at least it was up until very, very recently. And the Chinese are going to be forced back. They are going to be forced back. Crazy shit. Man, are the Abbasid going to win this? Is Arakan going to win it? Okay, look at the difference between these two wonders, 1043 and 1051. The Chinese are forced back. Nolosi is getting in position with his one cannon, which is hilarious. The one cannon to rule them all could actually do very well if it's able to kind of blast in here. Obviously, Arakan is very busy battling the Chinese, but this is a scrap. This is a scrap for sure. And China doesn't really have its supply line set up yet, so it wasn't able to reinforce its position super quickly, whereas Arakan was able to. And now the camels, they march out. I don't know what kind of sounds do camels make. I can't really think off the top of my head, but yeah, camels wreck spearmen super hard. They get like bonus plus 15 versus light units, so it's just like a massacre. And look at this, guys. The Ambassador holding on like champs. England is going to have to do something. Oh, England is going for a mass Rohirrim torch. Oh, baby. But how are they going to get through the stone walls? Because, yeah, England has to go for it. Because if England doesn't go for the landmark, then they're just going to lose, right? Like, you can't expect the Chinese to do it. The Chinese might be able to get it, but it's going to be a hard-fought fight. A hard-fought fight for sure. And again, if you guys are enjoying this hot FFA action, please do drop a like. The winner of this particular battle is going to be winning a $100 cash prize for today's event for our first FFA tournament in Age, which I think I'll make into a weekly event because it is super fun. But the battle rages on, my friends. Nolosi building a siege workshop, knowing most likely that is going to need some siege equipment to get through the walls. Camel make camel sounds, yeah. I feel like it would be a little bit too hard to imitate here in chat. Yeah, Judgeon's going to have to do something. I don't know where Judgeon's going to go, though. Judgeon has to just beeline into the Abbasid base and start killing shit. You know what Judgeon could actually do? Is Judgeon could move through and actually landmark snipe. So Judgeon could go for the TC right here and could also go for the House of Wisdom. That would force the Abbasid back and let the Chinese push, right? You need to do something like that. So the Chinese are on their way up. They're moving and a grooving. The Abbasid trade is now offline. So the Abbasid resources, let's look at their bank. Arakan is actually out of gold and really low on food. So Arakan is running, like, not going to be able to reproduce these armies. So this is going to get really tight, especially if Nolosi's coming in. So Nolosi does have the single bombard cannon. We have a second one coming out right there. And look at the horde of the English. Oh yeah, this glorious stuff. Yeah, and honestly, Judgeon could attack the Abbasid army here and just let the Chinese steamroll through them and then just try and defend against the Chinese, which I think there would be enough time to do. So the battle is on. The Abbasid, though, the camels are unholy. And they're just wrecking these units. But now the English are here. And look at this. They're going to be torching some of the cannons in the back with the scouts. The horsemen just going through houses, trying to really shut down the Abbasid. The Abbasid are going to be on the back foot. Arakan is 7 minutes and 48 seconds away from winning, falling back to the keeps here. Arakan is going to be in a little bit of danger in terms of resources, but okay, Arakan got some trade going in the back. It's not as good, but it still is substantial. And Abbasid, of course, do have the field hospital, so they can heal near their keeps, which is very, very good. But now the English are attacking, and so too are the Chinese. But man, like, how do you do this? Because, like, the Cathedral of St. Thomas is going to be winning really quick, too. Judgeon might be able to come in with the steel chair. Arakan still has trade in the back. He does. But it's not terribly substantial. Nolosi is like, I feel like Nolosi might be playing the game a little bit, like trying to really see if he needs to go in there. Okay, one wall is blasted down. There are 2 bombard cannons. It looks like he's waiting for a 3rd bombard. So Nolosi's army is thick. It is like 160 supply with 28 villagers, which is pretty hilarious. And is Nolosi repairing the old base? Doesn't look like it. I guess it's a little bit too close to the Chinese here. Okay, guys. Yeah, look at this. The English are like letting the Chinese go forward. They're like, yeah, you go ahead, little buddy. You keep working your way towards that prayer hall in the back. Dude, this is wild as hell. This is so wild. Window, yeah, I'll do a Dawn of War 2 tournament. Sure, why not? The sound bug is a little bit of a problem, though, so doing it live would be a bit of an issue for sure. Because what if somebody's losing in a Dawn of War 2 tournament and they just say they got sound bug and then restart? Like, that could happen if there's any money. So the Wanderer's back here. It's pretty far in the back. Nolosi is coming very slowly. Nolosi seems to be waiting. I think Nolosi wants Judgeon to win, maybe? It's hard to say. I mean, you have to go after the most immediate threat. I love this. Judgeon is just, like, not attacking the Chinese. He's just like a vulture, dude. Oh my god, no, don't attack the Chinese. Don't do it. No, don't attack the Chinese, dude. That's gonna let the Abbasid... Okay, he's riding through. They're working together. And the Abbasid Camel Legion holds firm. Looks like he's going to be trying to torch down this keep, but the problem is he's going to get burning oiled super hard, but I guess he doesn't care too much. He's going to get burning oiled probably twice before this keep goes down. Just trying to, put a dent in the Abbasid base. The Chinese are making some good progress, though, guys. They have 5 minutes to get through. Plus, Nolosi is going to be marching in, and the cannons are just blasting their way through some of the keeps. And then Nolosi might be the one to actually get it, because there's no defense from up here. The Camel Man trying to fight back here. The Camels are moving in. A lot of Nest of Bees, a lot of DPS, but the Camels are bull rushing in. And are they going to start sniping the bombard cannons? It looks like they're trying to. Or no, they're mainly fighting spearmen. And the English are just riding around torching out keeps. Very, very interesting. Yeah, the English built a wonder like a couple seconds after Arakan, which is like one of the most classic FFA tactics you can do, dude. It's so strong. Because then what happens is the other players have to strategize together, be like, okay, you take this one, I take this one. But most players aren't that organized, and that's not going to be happening. The Chinese have won. The Abbasid are on the back foot, and Nolosi is here. Nolosi's got 3 cannons. Yeah, okay. This is going to get interesting. This is going to get interesting. Raka says, now I don't feel bad losing to Judge and Z. He's pretty good. He is. Seth, thank you for the $5. Greatly appreciate the donation, guys. And the prayer hall has paid the troll toll. And now, Nolosi coming in with the finish here. Will be retreating. And the Abbasid have given up. The Abbasid have withdrawn from the game. Yeah, they lost the House of Wisdom and their main TC to the Chinese. Okay, guys. Now, all eyes are on the south as the English are going to have to fight to the bitter end to protect their cathedral, which is barely defended. I think if you're the English, you need to start attacking the Chinese army right now before they can get to your base. And just keep pouring in units, because you have 4 minutes and 21 seconds. I don't know, guys. I don't think Judgin is going to be able to hold for this long. Because Nolosi is coming down with the mass cav army. But, like, how is Nolosi going to win if the Chinese, like, destroy this? There's no chance. This is a really interesting one. Like, is Nolosi going to be teaming up with Judgin to try and defend and attack the Chinese for vengeance? Because, you know, vengeance is a variable, right? Like, Chinese really bullied Nolosi earlier on, so maybe Nolosi teams up there? That's a long time. Yeah, I think the Chinese get in there, dude. I mean, there's, like, literally 15 bombard cannons, but the English army needs to pour out and fight. Like, this English army might actually beat this Chinese army. You know what it actually does? If you micro well, if Judgin gets these scouts onto the artillery and starts torching them, dude, I think you do it. How long in the Wonder? 3 minutes and 30 seconds, guys. 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Shit is about to get very real. He's fanning out his army, looking for the RTS concave. Oh, don't fight in this choke point, though. The artillery is going to just nuke your whole army. Okay, he needs to dive the artillery. He needs to get back there. If he can actually defeat the artillery, maybe there's a chance, but Nolosi might be able to shut this down. Oh, he didn't build a wall around the cathedral, dude. Oh, no. Okay, he's pulling back. I think he sees Nolosi's army in the flank. He's going to be moving over there while the Chinese continue to move in from the north. 3 minutes left. I don't think he can hold it, because Nolosi looks to be wanting to shut down the Wonder. Nolosi is still going to be trying to win this game. A lot of archers AFK up here, actually. But Nolosi, like I said earlier, is going to be the kingmaker. Like, if Nolosi goes for the cathedral, it's a shame. He could have built some stone walls. What the hell's going on? Chinese building keeps back here. Look, they have 3 keeps. And bombard cannons. What the hell is this shit? Yep, here comes the Rohirrim riding in. The Cathedral of St. Thomas is going to pay the price. There's no one to repair it, so the French are going to take this down. Now, this is interesting because it basically gives Jean the game. Because at this point, Jean is just going to steamroll Nolosi after this. And the English are just basically dead in the water. I'm surprised he went for the Wonder, though. What I think would have been the better play from Nolosi would have been to actually go and attack the Chinese right now. And the Chinese would probably still kill the Wonder, but maybe you could cripple the Chinese economy enough that you could actually win. But there you have it. The English are gone, and now it is Nolosi versus Jean. Talk about a mismatch of the ages. Not in terms of skill or anything, but in terms of current game state. Because now Nolosi's got like one haggard landmark up in the top. He's got the Red Palace. That was a wild ending, though, for sure. I mean, God, man. The Abbasid holding, the English trying to hold here. But I don't know what Nolosi's going to be trying to do. Basically just the kingmaker at this point. The Chinese are going to be heading home to, you know, gather their bearings and head up to the north. I mean, the Chinese map control has been freakishly good. Freakishly good. What does the economy look like for the Chinese? Income per minute? Jean is doing okay. His economy is actually pretty weak. Not that it matters. Like, anything's better than I think Nolosi's, yeah. He's got a fat military right here. So how are you going to fight the Chinese? Judgin is still alive? No, he is not. He is gone. A great scrap, though. Let's hoping Judgin almost won it, dude. If Nolosi had been a little bit slower on killing the Wonder back here, I think Judgin would have won the game. Really, it just came down to the decision of the French here. The way those 2 horses blobs followed each other around was weird. Yeah, it was a little bit strange, wasn't it? Look, some of Judgin's units are still attacking. They're still hunting. I love it. Still going for the kill. You know, had there been a wall built around that Wonder too, I think Judgin might have won. Because Nolosi's army wouldn't have been able to break the wall, and then he could have just mass dove the Chinese artillery and maybe gotten in. Right, Nolosi's going to be making one last stand here, just getting absolutely grenaded into the Shadow Realm. Nolosi does have good trade going. Actually trading for some wood up here, which is kind of interesting. But overall, it looks like... where's the fight again? It's down here, yes. It looks like the Chinese are just going to steamroll the French. China does not have a wonder. No, China has just been like the Blitz. Just going around and karate chopping everybody individually, and it's been really... You need like 40 spring ults. No, actually, the English army could have killed this, I think. If they got a proper scout surround, like they had a million cav units, they could have maybe killed it. But with Nolosi backstabbing, I don't think it would have been too possible, really. Nolosi's got some more archers and some battle popes. It looks like the sacred site's going to be taken by Jean. Oh no, he ran off it. That's weird. Because I believe he's got... No, he doesn't have all 3 sacred sites. Okay, I think this guy is going up to the northmost sacred site, or the eastern one. Yeah, it's a little bit hard to say. Quite an epic game, though, guys. We've been here for an hour and a half. It's been an excellent scrap. Some really, really skilled players in this match. Some of our usual heroes, as well as some new faces, which is very, very exciting. And now the Chinese Bombard Legion is coming for blood, and I do not know how Nolosi is going to survive this. Any landmarks being rebuilt? Just archers being pumped out in droves. Just archers and archers. The Red Palace is here. We got trade. The trade is very, very nice. I think they're all just getting wood. So they can make archers and horsemen and stuff. But it's basically just going to be mass archers. Nolosi, it's just a matter of time before the Chinese get you. They're just going to march. Or do a charity stream for Dawn of War 2 Elite mod to pay an expert to fix a sound bug. Yeah. Yeah, that could be an idea. Window, thank you. Appreciate that. There could be a Wololo coming down. I believe the monk was running up this direction. Looks like some Chinese villagers are moving here. Man, this game has had some crazy ups and downs. Mass scouts and snipe China's artillery to slow, for sure. Jean played like an absolute monster, for sure, but, you know, he was on the cusp of losing. Even though he was tyrannical for most of the game in terms of his economy and army, he almost lost on 2 separate occasions. He was like a minute away from losing. If Nolosi hadn't come in, I think the English army could have slowed him enough that they could have won. I really do. And that's what's really rich about this. There's a lot of tactics, a lot of politics. It's very, very interesting. You know, if you look at like Warcraft 3, for example, and there's actually a fairly solid competitive scene in Warcraft 3 FFA, the players who are really good have like 30% win rates or something, right? It's like, that's good. If you win like 30% of your FFA games, that's really solid, right? Because it's wild out there. All right, so China just making its way. Jean must know that I'm hungry, and he's just taking his sweet time because honestly, he knows where that landmark is. He could just march up there and karate chop. I guess he's trying to muster his force. Okay, he's going for sacreds. Yeah, so he's got this sacred he's going to be taking most likely. The middle sacred side has been taken, although it's not heavily defended. It's his army's kind of close by, right? So he's going to be able to kind of defend that. And here they come. The last march of the Chinese. Nolosi making a valiant stand here, but I do not see any hope against this macro machine. Although, let's look at the gold. Jean's income is still really good in terms of gold, so he's going to be able to keep sustaining. Although, honestly, if there was a really bad engagement and he lost all the artillery, Nolosi might be able to get some bearings again. Because, like, the wood income's very poor. Oh my god, look at the thunder, dude. The Chinese thunder is coming. No mercy. No mercy. Pretty small army. 31 grenadiers. Grenadiers are very, very good against archers, though. They can certainly do some work. Look at the battle pope, guys. He's here. Oh, the Wololos. Oh, he's got like a Wololo surround. Okay. I like this. This is spicy. So he's going to be able to potentially get us around, but now the sacred victory is going to be happening. Yeah. Just ruthless FFA play here from Jean. Or Jean. I'm not sure how I would say that. Probably Jean, right? Is that how I would say that? I'll get it right eventually. All right. So, are we going to be seeing the Wololo surround from Nolosi? I think that would be really, really cool for sure. And this is it. This is the last fight. This is the defensive Minas Tirith, except there's no Rohirrim coming to rescue you this day. Forces of Mordor, the metaphorical Grand, is going to be moving through and causing some problems. And now there's a 10-minute victory condition. Although I think if Nolosi really tried, he probably could shut down the sacred sites. It wouldn't be too difficult. Yeah, Jean is just flexing, most likely. No, he's playing it safe too, though. Like getting the sacreds is a very good play. I like that quite a bit. No keep here though. No keep here. Oh my god, we got 4 relics from Nolosi. Holy shit. He's got the Battle Pope squad. Imagine if you just convert like this whole army. Wouldn't that be crazy? If they were Rus warrior monks, I might actually be a little bit concerned. Although I think Jean has good enough micro that he could snipe all those guys. Alright guys, the battle of battles is upon us. Helm's Deep is here. If Nolosi wins on a Wololo, I will die. I don't think that's going to happen. Like, each of those bombards can one-shot one of those popes. Although he's trying to get the battle popes, like, among his troops, so they're really hard to target, is what it looks like. He's, like, hiding them amongst his archers. So is Nolosi going to take the fight here? I see the knights pouring up. Okay, they're eyeing the fight. Pretty good open field here, too. You need to go spread formation. Battle Popes, you guys need to move in, too. The Battle Popes need to be given the order. All right, so the first archer is moving in. It's time, guys. This is the final battle. Nicolas Cage coming in with the nest of bees. Okay, pretty good spray on those archers. Didn't wipe out too many models. Looks like 4 or 5 guys went down, so still some units. Battle Popes are just kind of lingering in the back. They need to be kind of given that same control group action. Nolosi did lose one of his landmarks, which apparently wasn't fully dead here. And now the French Knights are going to be moving in a little bit ahead of their Legion. So the Battle Popes are on their way in. Here it comes. The Chinese preparing. Battle Popes go. And the fight is on. Nest of Bees getting a huge amount of splash damage on the archers in the back. That's going to be big, but all we care about is the Battle Popes. The French Knights holding on but being taken out by Grenadiers. Battle Popes getting sniped left and right. Clearly, you're playing against a top 100 player here in Jean, so he is not going to let that happen. And I foresee this being the end of the road for Nolosi. It was a valiant attempt, but in the end, the Chinese army is just too gold intensive. Like, the quality of armies, the differential is just too much. And he moves in for one last Rohirrim charge, while the Sacred Victory is also going. That will probably be game blouses. And it looks like Jean is going to be winning this. I don't see it going the other way. And there you have it. The first FFA tournament has been won by the Chinese and Jean. A close game. Almost a victory by Judgin as well as Arakan, but in the end, it will be claimed by the Chinese. GG, well played. Super, super fun game. Great day of matches. We had an absolute meme game in the beginning, followed up by this match here, which was very, very good indeed. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have our victor. We have our mighty champion. It is going to be Jean. And it was a close one. What I really like is seeing how, like, a top 100 player can still almost lose in those FFA games. Right? Like with wonders and shenanigans and all that kind of stuff. An epic ending indeed. If you guys did enjoy this, again, do drop a like. Join the party. It helps me know if you guys want to see more of this kind of stuff, which I think we do. Nolosi tried. Tam, I wanted... Yeah, it was a good match. A good scrap. Jean doing it well. So he'll be winning the $100 cash prize, my friends, which he can redeem either through PayPal or Steam gift card. My friends... that is going to be it for today. That was certainly a long stream. It was a fun one. We had our good times. And you know what? We'll be back soon. We'll be back soon. There we are. Okay, cool. It's working. So once again, I want to thank you all for joining. It was a blast. Thank you all for your donations. We got 4 new members today, which is huge. Thank you guys. Welcome to the Dukes of Haggard. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back very soon. I'm taking tomorrow off streaming, most likely. Maybe I'll still stream. I'm not sure. We'll see. Depends on what the lady wants to do. And on Sunday, I have a Total War Domination tournament. And then I think that next weekend, I'm going to try and do another FFA tournament on the weekend. So more of you guys can play. And if you want to play, just join up with my Discord. Let me show you how you can get there. So I have a Total War site, which also is kind of like a community site here. So Tavern. All right. And here we go. Perfect. So if you want to find your way to the Discord, you can head on over to totaltavern.com and you can join up here. This is my website that I run for Total War Esports, but you can join my Discord by heading over here. Again, website is totaltavern.com. You can also find out when my Total War tournaments are going to be taking place, and we also share our miniatures here. So if you're into that kind of thing, it's always cool. All kinds of fun stuff to be had here. So once again, guys, thank you all for joining. It was a blast. Congratulations to the winner. It was a great one, dude. I had a blast. Great show by everyone, man. It was a great scrap. Nolosi, man, that was an epic last stand. We loved it. $100 for Jean. He deserves it. Certainly played many hours. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you all on the other side. And that, I believe, is going to be it for now.